You know what? That would be fun. Like a bunch of us playing that.
I think we're about to go live, guys.
Yeah.
I assume everyone can hear us right now, so welcome everyone, especially those who have raided in from Lady Cleo's stream.
Hi, chat.
Thank you. Please pay attention to the chat, I can't see it from there to make sure they can hear us and whatnot. Can you all hear us?
Waiting for
We've
something.
got a hype exclamation mark, so I'm guessing so.
As Asmo will let us know if we've got all the stuff and the things going.
Can you hear me? Sing 1, 2, 3.
I mean, I can see the mic is going. The audio, are we good?
Yes.
How's the balance of the music and the mics?
Because I can't turn that down manually right now.
You can? Ooh.
I know, amazing.
Yes, Finch, are you just being a troll?
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the troll flow.
Okay, let's go anyway.
The bard of the
so,
chat.
I'm Drunken Dogo, and this is not only our first live stream of D&D, but also our first stream. So, there may be some things we may have to tweak for future streams, obviously. Some things to know, this is a non-interaction stream, which means the players and I will be fully involved in the game and not interacting with chat. We will be concentrating on having fun and hopefully telling you a great story. The mods will look after you. Mainly Asmo, he's the only one here at the moment. But, so talk amongst yourselves, feel free to lurk and listen to the shenanigans we get up to, from serious emotional situations to ball-tearing halflings. We play by the rule of fun, so if you know D&D, don't get hung up on the rules too much. We are all here to enjoy ourselves, and we are playing a homebrew campaign. Finally, this is the third session of our campaign. If you want to see our first two, they are on the Drunken Doggo YouTube channel. However, as this is our first live stream, the party will introduce themselves. I'll do a quick rundown of the world. Some of them are eating right now, so a quick rundown of the world itself and what's happening so far. So without further ado, let's get into it. Shall we start with the person you know the most, probably the majority of you?
Hi, chat. Yes, I am Lady Cleo, but for the purposes of today, I am Kit. I am a tabaxi bard. I am basically just, a little bundle of sarcasm that is heavily addicted to smoking.
Describe what you look like.
I am a silvery tabaxi. Basically, if you imagine what a snow leopard would look like, I look like a snow leopard. I think we established blue eyes recently because I hadn't actually said that before. Blue eyes, silvery fur, and kind of dressed like a character you probably would have seen in the Star Wars franchise. Best way to say it. Easy.
Cool.
Yeah, we're going around the table?
Yeah, just...
Yeah. Hi, I'm Christy. I play Freya Applewood, the ball-tearing halfling.
The aforementioned.
The aforementioned ball-tearing halfling. She is small, even by halfling standard. She stands about 4 foot tall. She is dressed in woven linen and casual leathers, and carries a large gun on her hip. She's got short, spiky yellow hair that seems a bit singed in a few places, and big green goggles on her head.
Hi, I'm Tom. I am playing Amanita Foxglove. She is a young-ish looking humanoid woman with pale white skin, dark brown, almost black hair, with a white streak at the front. She is quite shy and reserved and wears tattered black robes, patched in many places, and carries a druidic staff on her back, along with her lacy parasol.
Yeah. I'm Dylan. I also sometimes go by Devious Wolf. I am playing Morgan Scarlett, the prideful Nordic-inspired hexblade warlock with red messy hair, fur collar, and because of her prideful nature, can sometimes very rude in nature.
I'm Dan. I'm the newest member to the party and the newest player to D&D, so I'm a little bit clueless here and there.
Newbie. Still learning dice at the moment.
So, yep.
But he's brought his dice today!
I did. I play Vance, your mother, Logang.
Oh my god. I hate that name
was,
so much.
I forgot that was canon.
Brilliant. I'm a Goliath, a violent assassin and all-around legend. My appearance tends to be what each and every individual sees me as, mainly because it changes every single time I describe him. But we got teal and gold armour to match my dice. I believe I have a mohawk some glowing tattoos.
And a mohawk for now.
Glowing tattoos.
For now.
For today's session.
Oh,
Until
right.
someone
Yeah.
shaves it off, probably.
I'm big, I'm bad, I'm terrifying. I think that's pretty much it for my
Yeah,
character.
that's all good.
Right, yeah.
And you can't roll for shit.
No, I'm shit at rolling.
So, let's go over a little bit of the world itself. It's set in the future of our world. The world as you know it has been destroyed. Two ancient families of magic, Brutus and Sadlec, are accused of causing what's known as the Catalysm, a giant tear in the Earth's crust, destroying and killing most of the known world. From the tear, creatures and beings from our myths and legends come back into the world, from the ancient Greek gods to goblins and demons. We are no longer in the age of technology, but in the age of magic. In the lands of England, the people split into 4 factions: the monarchy, the old government, the clans, and the Republic of East Anglia. Our party were drawn together by attending a funeral of a friend, Mercutio, a powerful wizard who, in his will, transported them to the Archfell, an eternal library holding the story of every known being. There they were given a quest to investigate the death of Duke Francis in Norwich, the Republic of East Anglia. Whilst the party were coming to terms with the crest of Mercutio and planned their next steps, they decided to take some downtime and celebrate the life of Mercutio by playing games and drinking. Maybe it was on an off day, but our Goliath friend couldn't hold his drink, nor throw a dart, let alone arm wrestle a god. But overall, fun was had, and hopefully the team felt more bonded as they set out on their journey to Norwich. Along the way, they saw a caravan being attacked by a hill giant and gnolls. After a gruesome fight, they won, only to reveal that 2 of the party members had met one of the caravan members before, Henrik, a champion of the monarchy and a member of the Black Waters Court. As you see Henrik comes up to you, he gives you a slight smile and go, "Oh, I haven't seen you in a long time, have I?"
As he approaches, I need him to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, straight in there.
Cool.
As the cloud, the halo of spores that is surrounding Amanita is going to reach out and try and attack him, seemingly without Amanita's consent.
As soon as he comes, he rolls a 17, so...
That does save. They just bound around him harmlessly.
And he kind of just shrug it off and go...
As that does happen, Amanita very quickly realises what's happened, shrinks into herself even more, and the cloud of spores comes straight back and reattach themselves around her body.
You see Henrik, he does go back to his weapon that he's already holstered. But he kind of carries on his smile and kind of shrugs it off and... Well, that's not very nice from an old friend.
They have a mind of their own sometimes. I apologise. Please, pass my regards to your lord and lady.
Just as you say that, quite young, he's about 20, in his early 20s comes forward. He's very well dressed. He's in basically a presentation uniform, military uniform should I say, for the monarchy. Comes forward. Henrik, would you be so kind to introduce me to these fine people who saved us just now, who helped us with these creatures? Henrik kind of... And you actually see, for those who know Henrik, who's normally quite brash, actually is quite subservient to this person. It's like, yes, of course.
Do I recognise this person at all?
You will all kind of have an idea, for those who have travelled around the land, of who this is. This is the Prince Benedict. He is the nephew of the king, King Rufus, and technically his father is the Crown Prince. Now you would definitely know who his father is. His father is known as Magnus the Red Priest, the Blood Saint, but most importantly he is the Crown Prince of the monarchy. Now you know this person as pretty much the most bloodthirsty warrior during the Civil War, and has quite a reputation about him. However, this is his son, and you know from many stories of him, although he is a military man, he's been known to be very kind and very someone who helps his people. That's his main focus.
And these of the Brutus clan.
Brutus clan, yeah.
Yes.
This is Benedict
Yes, Benny the Brute.
Yes, Benny the Brute. Yes, exactly.
Can
So, Henrica, of course, my lord. Now, unfortunately, I have to give you a little bit of notice on this one right here, gestures towards you. You are wanted by the monarchy. Lord Blackwater has deemed this person a criminal to be hunted down. The prince kind of nods. That is fine, and I will bring that up with Blackwater myself. However, they have saved us right now, and I'm in their debt. So I will let that go, and I would rather thank you and then try and take you in.
I appreciate that.
Henrik kind of winces a little bit, and then points towards Kit and goes, and this one, well, I'm surprised to see this one. This one is, shall we say, should be working for Jared Lard. And seems to have ran away from their responsibilities.
Oh no, there was no running. Oh no, there was no running whatsoever. I got sent on a mission.
Roll a deception check.
Oh god, which one am I rolling for this?
D20.
D20.
Plus your deception modifier.
Well, that's not a good start.
Would we know the name
That's
of
a-
Jared Lard?
Yes, I mean, across the land, Gerard Lard is known to have the biggest tobacco company in the UK.
Right. That explains a
Why
lot.
do you think I have the issue that I have? It's Laird, by the way.
Laird.
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 Let's Scottish name.
Laird.
Laird.
Okay.
I think it was Laird.
I feel like you just insulted an entire subsection of the Scottish population.
It's alright.
Ever so slightly.
You said a deception, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's no point in that one.
Okay.
First roll of the day.
They
I blame Asmo for this. He said it. He jinxed it.
They straight up do not believe you for a start. But the prince goes, it's odd because, forgive me, but you're not human, and unfortunately, a lot of people in my kingdom are not a fan of other races. I'm sure you're aware.
Oh yeah.
So it's interesting you were working for Gerard.
You say working. I feel like working is. I was part of the family, pretty much.
Part of the family. Okay. Interesting. Henry goes, well, more of a pet, right?
Still counts.
Basically, when he says more of a pet, you see the prince wince a little bit. And he turns to Henrik and goes, what do you mean by that? Well, more of a, shown for special occasions, parties and stuff like that. As in, what? Like a animal in a zoo?
I was the family performer. I made the parties a little bit more interesting.
The prince kind of looks at you quite intensely and goes, were you there with your consent?
Seeing how uncomfortable you are, I step forward and just go, well, whether that is, it doesn't matter now. They are their own person.
Oh, I agree. That is not why I asked the question. Although you are from a different race and we have laws in our country, that does not mean anyone can own you. That is why I asked.
Oh, Kit is deeply uncomfortable right now. I do not like being on the spot like this.
Not the bard.
Stage
I-
fright.
Being on the
This
spot.
is very different.
A bard
Being
with
on the
stage
spot
fright.
is your job.
Literally.
Except when I've got like dee-dee-dee.
Get the guard tower out.
I just give it a time. No,
I will speak through the vocals of music.
I'll tell you my story through dance.
I was adopted by that family through necessity more than anything else.
You see, the prince goes, forgive me, I forgot to introduce someone in our group. And he turns to this heavily armoured individual. You can't see, he's already wearing a helmet. You all recognise who he is, in a sense of, not maybe who he is, but what organisation he works for. He is a crusader in the monarchy. He's got a shield with a giant St. George's cross on it.
Is this the bastard that basically dealt a stupid amount of damage with a single smite last session?
Yes.
I thought that was Henrik that did that.
No, that wasn't Henrik.
No.
It was this guy. He's a crusader. They're known to go across the land and basically smite heresy and kill those who they deem not worshipping their god. They're known to be quite fanatical in most respects.
Their god being
The one god.
The
the one god.
The one god, yes.
god,
Yes.
yes.
God one.
The one that is most talked about these days.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
In terms, yes. The one that's most talked about these days, yes. Although, for most of you also know their actual motto is to do good by people and basically protect the weak against the strong. Whether they do that or not is a different question. He turns to this. This is my companion. His name is Chris Kernell. He's of the Crusaders. The reason I introduce you to him is because I'm unsure you're telling me the complete truth of your circumstances.
Don't know why you think that. Always trustworthy.
I do not mean this in a bad way. I mean to do good by the people I meet. And although some of your tactics in the last fight of, I think you were doing some magic and trying to undo the underwear on the giant,
Oh yeah.
is odd way to do a battle. I
There you go.
appreciate you saving, and I'm also in your debt.
That's nice.
I,
Harken up a
I
little
will
bit.
just quickly chime in with to be fair to her, the undoing of them.
Thank you.
To be fair to them, the undoing of the underwear was very clearly necessary for our halfling's spectacular finish, as you saw.
Yes, watching a halfling speed run under a giant and disappearing for that brief second behind the legs and appearing with two bollocks in the hands is something I'll never forget, to be fair.
That's nothing shifting what it did last time.
It seems to be somewhat of a calling card of hers.
Freya's just kind of awkwardly sort of wiping her hands down her trousers.
Yeah, to be fair, you are covered in a lot of giant's blood.
Where
You
did the
still have
balls
them.
go?
Yeah, we still.
Yeah, they're still around.
She's still holding them, I think.
I think she's
You're
just dragging
still
them along
clutching. You've got
behind.
one in each hand.
Yeah, you're still quite intimidatingly holding these two giant balls behind you.
Where can I put these?
I opened the bag of holding.
In
Do
they
you
go.
have a bag of holding?
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah,
You gave us a bag of holding.
do.
Right, who's got the inventory list for the bag of holding?
I guess I do, since I said I opened the bag of
Well,
holding.
in either case, for all of you, I am in your debt. And if you so need a favour at some point, please call upon me. Now, I can understand from the reactions you gave our friend Henrik here that some of you do not like him, and that's okay. But I do offer us all to travel. I assume you are travelling to Norwich for the games.
I believe so, yes.
We are heading towards Norwich, yes.
I'm
To be fair, I feel it's not that common I see creatures such as gnolls working with giants. And the fact that they did some and got away, there might be a chance they might be smart enough to get back up. So, I suggest we make haste.
Yes, that is a good point. However, I'm not surprised considering my own nobleman, Duke Francis, was killed in this area recently. We're actually going not only for the games, Henrik's going to compete, but also to investigate the death of Duke Francis, as he died near the outskirts of Norwich. So, I know we don't know each other, but if you are looking for work, I may need some help with some investigating on that as well.
Well, that's funny because we were just asked to look into that death as well.
I just stare at you like, why the hell did you say that?
So the
Amanita just.
the prince, like, you see his eyes bulge a little bit, and he looks at you and just goes, "Who ordered?"
Friend, but he's dead now, so.
What she means is, our employer has paid us a lot of money, of gold and items and even information to keep this very on the down low. So you'll be understanding to forgive me that I can't give you their name.
You must understand.
Could I,
Do I have to
roll some kind of insight check to see if he is someone that might be trustworthy with this sort of information?
Yeah, go for it. Roll an insight check.
This is not my specialty. Oh shit! No, this is my specialty. That was a natural 8, but that is a 15.
Odd save.
Bloody hell.
So, looking at him, do you know what? You do feel a sense of at least someone who's trying, with the power that they have, to either keep the peace, be diplomatic as much as possible. He may be of the monarchy and he may be of the Brutus family, but it seems like he's trying to do what's right. In retrospect, for most of you, especially anyone who's not a human in this group, you are not well liked by the general populace of the monarchy as they see you as invaders into this world.
Question: Have I persuaded them enough to convince that what she said was a joke about a dead guy hiring us?
Not really.
No?
I mean, you could roll a check, but the DC's going to be very high.
There's just
I have
pure,
expertise in persuasion.
There's just pure blunt honesty in Freya's face. Like, she's like,
Yeah, literally. I noticed that.
13, I'm pretty sure he's on to us.
So you do get the sense of someone trying. Whether you can trust them is a different thing.
I will, in that case, say we were asked by a friend of the Druids, and as I do so, I cast Druidcraft to create just a small mushroom to sprout out of the palm of my hand.
The Druids, you say?
The Druids, they wished to make sure that this was not something untoward from another plane. I myself travel with the Shadow Clan of the Peace Lilies.
I heard something about the Shadow Clan.
Yes, unfortunately, within your lands, a number of our members passed away.
Well, I wouldn't say passed away. You're being too kind on
Well,
the tragedy.
Brutally torn apart and murdered. Then. I don't hide the fact that as I say brutally murdered, I do briefly glimpse at Henrik.
He does catch you looking at him.
Oh, it
He
wasn't
doesn't
subtle.
say anything, but he goes, "I'm sorry for your loss. No matter what, the Druids are an important role in this land, and they are respected by all the factions, including the monarchy. However, if this is something that you are looking into, if you do find anything..."
Of course, if there's anything that could affect the lands as a whole, and your people especially,
"We will also pay you for any information you bring forward."
In that case, in a way to help each other, do you know... Obviously we are all aware it's near here that it happened, but do you know the exact location? Who was with him? Was there anyone that survived?
Well, these whole games have actually been put in place as a point of peace between the factions. Because when Duke Francis was killed on a hunting trip, not that we in the monarchy believe that, the Republic's response was basically a peace games to get us all joined together and talk about peace once again. Hence why I'm here, as the ambassador for my country. We're told he's killed on a hunting trip. He charged away from the group on his horse, and then when they found him, he had been killed by a wild animal.
Did they find the horse then?
Yes, the horse was found. Obviously, he ran off a couple of miles down the way.
I gotta ask the question, was the horse in one piece?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
No injuries on it.
No injuries.
That does seem suspicious.
It's not the problem that is suspicious. It is sad for the loss as well. But the stake of war is very high. Our country was instantly going to go to war over it. I'm trying to prevent that, as the last civil war between the lands nearly devastated it. And I don't think the land is ready for another one. Although, the monarchy would win, I'm sure of it.
Not gonna say what went through my head.
Since you said you're here for the games, does it mean you or these two with you are partaking?
Henrik, I believe, was just said to be partaking.
Henrik is a champion of Lord Blackwater.
I wince at the name.
Quite proficient in swordplay. He looks at you. There's a slight smirk that appears on his face. Henrik does not smile. And but no, Chris here is my guard. Obviously the guards, half what's left, are also my just companions. So as we go, we will observe the games, do peace talks, and whilst we will there, we will look into the Duke Francis and decide whether we should go to war or not. But shall we carry on and continue towards the city? Unless you have any other questions, I think it is about time that we carry on before.
I'm pretty sure if there are any, we can ask them as we go.
Yes. Okay. As you start travelling towards, they start gathering up the stuff. Their carriage is pretty much destroyed.
I make sure to let their group lead us and have us be, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 feet behind.
That's fair. So their general group does take the lead. I mean, he's a prince. He's used to leading by the front, to be fair.
Do they have horses?
No, I mean, they did, but
Okay.
they died from the carriage from there. Everything's pretty much destroyed dead, so they're walking.
We've got a horse for an hour.
We've got a horse for an hour, yeah.
Just run back and forth, pick us up.
So they do lead the way. However, Henrik does slowly walk a little bit slower, so he starts
I was about to ask what's Henrik doing.
kind of joining your group for the walk.
Oh, I see. Okay.
If it seems like to me he's going to stand near one of these two, I make sure to intercept him.
So he was coming towards Kit, or just slowly backing up, so he ended up walking next to you.
Because these two are the most uncomfortable with
And
his presence.
yes, you intercept and you stand in between, and he does laugh a little bit and just goes, "It's alright, you can all hear what I have to say."
It's more of the question if these guys want to hear what you have to say.
I'll just say it out loud now. And your ears will hear it whether you want it or not. He gives you a really intense stare, and so there's a little bit of reward money out for you.
Well, that's nice.
As you kind of left. Well, you ran away, let's be honest.
Oh, and there was a little bit of running.
Look, I've been to the parties, I know what you were there for, I don't really care. I'm just giving you some warning.
Can I
Can I-
insight if he's interested in the reward, like if he himself would want to go after it?
Absolutely, go for it.
Can I pass one in your own way as well?
Yeah. Go for it.
So if you know what happened to my clan from the Blackwaters.
Oh, he very much knows.
Yeah, no, I'm looking him in the eye as I say that.
I got 16 by the way.
If you think that was bad, just imagine what I would do back to them.
Would you like me to pass on that message to the Blackwaters?
Please.
Absolutely.
After she sort of realises she's been a bit more open than she'd like to have been, she sort of withdraws
You're a
into
little bit
herself
more
again.
feisty than I remember you. How much you on?
I got 16.
16. Okay. Oh, there's definitely interest there. He's pretending he's not interested at all. Whether that's about the bounty or not,
Is it more like
he's a bit of a creep, to be
Okay,
honest,
yeah.
as well. So you know.
it's more of I guess in the
It's
case
pretty
is,
info.
would you be very likely to go against Benedict's order of like to leave us be because we had helped?
From that role, you wouldn't know that well enough. You'd get the idea that he would not, obviously, in front
I
of
don't, yeah, but maybe out
Well,
of
Try and
view.
be sneaky about it.
The
so
fact that
that's
he's
the
walked
message.
back and is having this conversation knows he's interested enough.
Okay.
But as you saw his reaction with the prince, you know he's going to do whatever the prince says. At the end of the day, that's his liege. That's like his.
Fair.
That is royalty. He's going to do what they say. The royal family are so powerful in the monarchy that if the prince decided, he'd just have him killed instantly. Not that he would, but
Yeah.
that's the level of his power,
Okay.
essentially. And like the whole nation would turn against Henrik.
Okay.
I'll mention to your family where I've seen you. I'm sure they're worried sick about you right now.
I'm sure they probably are. Smoke?
As in, do you need one?
No, would you like one?
I would love a smoke.
I'm going to hand Henrik.
Druid leaf.
Well, persuasion. Roll a persuasion check for me first.
Goes. Hup, 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 hup. And I need persuasion, isn't it, as well?
So you're attempting to get Henrik high, which is
Wonderful. I love it.
wonderful.
Where's my persuasion? Persuasion. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, here we go. Persuasion. Oh, 20.
20.
Yeah, I got a good persuasion apparently.
You're a bard.
You're the bard.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I do it on my own, but sure, why not? You've just been from the Druids, haven't you?
Yeah.
I know they do some good tobacco themselves, so absolutely.
Give him one of the Druid leaf cigarettes.
You know, so he just light it up, he gets matches out, lights it up himself.
I also light up my own one, but I just light up the normal.
You actually, just as you bring it up, it's already lit.
Because
Because I'm going to use thaumaturgy to light yours as you bring it up to your lips. I do not do the same for Henrik.
You see Henrik just goes, he takes a big puff, by the way. No hesitation. Big puff. You see him look at it for a second. This isn't normal tobacco, is it?
Like I said, we went to see the Druids. It's not that bad. Easy.
You did ask beforehand.
That is true. I have myself to blame on that
To be
one.
fair, she did never specify it was tobacco in the cigarette.
Also true, I just asked some people what this is in.
I can tell enough that this is not normal tobacco. But that's okay. And he just takes another puff and he just goes, have a nice day. And he just walks back to his group.
Resisting every urge to not cast Entangle at his feet.
You see him as he does get back to his group, he whispers into the ear of the Crusader, who puts a hand on the back of his head, and you see some magic go through his hair.
This is very similar to the magic eye by any chance
Yeah,
did the other session on Vance.
Yes, essentially. So he did feel it instantly. He lowered very low for it, and it went straight to his head. But he was aware enough to know it would affect him a lot harder in the next 5 or 10 minutes. So he went straight to someone who could clear him of being absolutely high as fuck. So
Best stats condition.
Freya would like to look around the group and say, he creeped me out. Did he creep anyone else out? He seemed to creep you out.
Oh yeah, I've seen him at a few parties. He's not.
I gather he likes
No.
to play with his sword.
And other people's.
oh, he is debaucherous as hell. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That's one way to put him.
Yeah.
He lives high life. He's a champion. He gets everything he ever wishes for in terms of money. Go for it.
Question.
Mhm.
These games,
Yes.
are they often deadly?
Yes.
Oh, good.
They are combat games, majority. You would treat them as
And-
this kind of world's Olympics, really.
A character taking part. Obviously, death is such a sad thing to have happen, but if a champion were to die in these games, it wouldn't be seen as a horrific...
I guess the
crime?
question would be how they died. As in all death games throughout history, when someone is on the losing side, there is a moment where life and death is decided, I guess. In general speaking, if they yield or they basically, they cannot fight any longer, if you were meant to carry on and just chop their head off,
That would be a dick move.
that would be murder in the eyes of the law. However, in the middle of combat, if their head accidentally falls off,
Oh no, such a shame.
Right.
Do we know if these games are one-on-ones, teams, groups?
you're not 100% sure what games are going to be available till you get to the city.
Okay.
Amanita was not interested in fighting until now.
I'm just eyeing up the
I
big
can see the
dude.
bloodlust.
He's eyeing the big Crusader
I'm
dude.
eyeing him up, yeah.
To be fair, you're about the same size.
Yeah.
So you're kind of eye level. This guy's huge, and he's not even a Goliath. He's just a huge
Well,
human.
I saw what he did in battle, and I want to go after him now.
Okay,
he
set your
looks like the
sights high.
challenge.
We like it. We like it.
He's the challenge.
What's this guy doing? Like over, what was it? 50.
He did
points of
over 50
damage?
points of damage in a single hit.
Yeah,
What's
well,
your
I also
health?
tried to arm wrestle a god.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah.
His health is
as well.
high, but he also takes half damage as a
He does, he
barbarian.
does.
My health is, I think it's like 47 or something like that.
So 2 hits then, great.
How much
47.
close are we now to?
I'd say another hour to maybe 3 at most will take you to get there.
Cool. I shuffle over to Vance in the process of all this, and I'm like, "You're taking part in the games, right?" Do me a favour. If at any stage you happen to find yourself up against Lord Fuckwad, you just sit on him for me. That'd be great.
I'll do more than sit on it.
Fantastic.
Vance, I know you seem to like your gold as well. There'll be an extra 100 gold from me if you can take his head off in the act.
What about his testicles?
Oh, that's
That's
Freya's
magic,
job.
right?
Freya like
Leave them for the halfling.
I'll take his head.
The Goliath and the Halfling are going to make the worst
Take his
combination.
life and his dignity.
But-
Why does everyone just turn to me to kill this guy?
Because they know, well, they
You've
don't know what
outright
type of games
state-
they will
Yeah.
play.
You've outright stated you enjoy murder.
Yeah, I love it though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I feel like if I were to do something to kill him, it would be a lot more suspicious than if the raging barbarian were to do something. It's a lot harder to control yourself when you're in the heat of battle.
What are you trying to say, man?
I will say if we do...
I've literally seen you running, yelling, and throwing your axes.
Yeah, but I'm more than just that, you know.
I will say if
It is the
we...
character development arc.
The barbarian decides to work through his anguish.
At that point, a book of poetry falls out.
I will say let's at least make sure... Because obviously it seems the prince... Well, from what I've seen, he seems to enjoy teasing Henrik himself, but let's at least make sure we don't get on the wrong side of him on top of this.
I have a
Of
favour from
Prince.
him I'd like to call in eventually. He will be hopefully being kept safe. He said he would owe us, and I
just
can
hope
think of
that-
ways that could be called in.
I just hope not taking us in now doesn't count as that.
No, I hope not to.
As you do carry on walking towards the city, in fact, about an hour into the journey, I would like you all to roll a perception check.
Oh dear.
Which one's that?
D20, that's your perception. Right?
15.
50?
Where's my perception?
Good job.
It's a natural one for
Oh,
8.
really?
Oh dear.
Well, I got a natural 20.
That's a 20.
Hey!
I got a 15.
I'm too busy death glaring at the caravan in
Yeah,
front of
just
us.
staring at Henrik's back the whole journey.
22 in total.
I got 18.
Cool. So in general, those who rolled higher than a 15, you suddenly hear this, I don't know, it's like from a distance you can hear some whistling. And I said, you're not sure where the sound is coming from though, but it seems to be getting intensely closer as this tune, quite a jolly tune, quite happy. Suddenly the tune is about, it feels like it's 10 feet in front of you. And all you hear is a, hey-oh, hi, how you doing?
Do
I just-
any
Do
of
we
us
all hear
recognize- Do any of us-
All hear that, yes.
Do we all, did any of us recognise
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say.
voice?
None of you recognise the voice. That's for sure.
Oh,
Oi, hey, are you alright? Hello? Hello?
I look down,
Saying that.
You look down, nothing is there.
I look up.
You look up,
I look,
nothing
I
is
look
there.
behind us.
What is it? Am I invisible? Oh shit. Sorry, I forgot. Clicks finger, you hear a click of fingers, and suddenly this person just appears just in the middle in front of you.
I never
guys.
unsummoned my sword, so I just go.
Whoa! It's okay, I forgot. I was invisible. My bad.
what is the other guy's reaction to this?
They're still
They're-
walking.
they're-
They're not
they're-
even.
yeah.
They're a little bit ahead of you.
Oh right,
So-
okay.
So he's appeared between us and them.
Right.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Whoa, it's okay. I'm friendly. Peace.
That's for us to judge.
Fair. Now I was invisible because I'm alone, and I was walking, and I saw you. You all look friendly, and I thought,
I immediately look at the barbarian.
he dropped a poetry book. Did you you not see it? Educated man over here.
It was written by Ligma.
Nope.
Not going there. Not going there at all.
I am not touching that.
I was just seeing for information. Is it like you're heading towards the capital? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you be invisible heading to the capital?
Because I'm alone and there's weird like gnolls and giants in the area.
Do you not count as weird gnolls and giants? Gestures at Vance.
He's bigger than average.
What height
No.
is this person in front of us?
Yeah.
They're actually they are human.
Okay.
They are a little bit short for a human, to be fair. I'd say, for the average height, we'd say 5.5, 6 foot kind of thing. We're saying this person actually is about 5'2". It is a guy. He is clearly a bard. He is covered in instruments. In fact, he's got that, the one-man marching band kind of instrument thing, where every step he takes.
How did we not hear him? We should have heard that.
However, he's not got it fully connected. That's why you
Okay.
didn't hear it. But it is literally still all attached to his body. He's got a large trumpet going up around his
Having
back
that
as
traipsing around in the middle of the night, invisible, would give you nightmares.
well. Hence why I was invisible and I don't have it fully connected, because damn, I have scared some people in my lifetime accidentally.
Come with your
I
own
always
theme
forget.
tune.
I always forget I'm invisible. So
I
easy.
draw the sword, but I make sure it's upright, so if he does anything, I can easily swing it back down there.
He is watching you with that sword. It's like, it's okay, I'm friendly, I'm a bard. Bards are all friendly.
Seems legit.
I want to have a good look at all of the instruments he has. Just to see, I don't know. Is there anything particularly interesting, rare?
The trumpet, ironically, is very rare.
Ooh.
There isn't loads of trumpets around, should we
Okay.
say. There's a big horn one, around and it
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
around
yeah.
his back over his head. It's huge.
Okay.
It's way bigger than him in general. But yeah, that would probably be the rest of like drums and just cymbals as he walks. And then he's got a harmonica that's also around his face.
Would I have seen one before?
Not the horn.
Not the horn. Okay, but I'd recognise it as an instrument.
Yeah, oh god, yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay.
You're a bard enough to know that it's an instrument, essentially. Some sound will come out of it. What sound that will be, you're not actually entirely sure.
Yes. But I am definitely in awe of this giant, shiny.
Yeah.
You didn't really need to be invisible, though, when they were distracted.
Huh?
You could have easily have slipped by.
Well, it's just easy when you're invisible, right? I just walk the path. It's quicker to walk the path. I don't want to get my boots dirty on the
He raises a fair point.
Seems like a waste of energy.
Well, I'll be honest. As soon as I get to town, I'm sleeping.
Fine, I unsummon the sword.
But hey, hi, you all going to Norwich?
Yeah, partly so.
Oh, you seem very outlandish. Have I walked into something or...
I mean-
You're nice. I like this one at least.
It's
probably
you seem
following
friendly
us.
and welcoming.
It's been a long day for us all.
Yeah,
We
it's
did
not
just-
particularly easy.
We did in fact just fight the aforementioned gnolls and giant.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow.
Okay, so it wasn't flawless for that long.
I don't know. Have you heard any gossip lately? Anything interesting?
Yeah, I heard there's a weird little weirdo who's invisible following people.
Well, that just hurts. I'm not gonna lie. That's quite upsetting. I'm sorry. Okay.
I kind of imagine that Freya goes to speak, and you just slap your hand over her
No,
mouth.
Well, I don't know.
not that level yet.
I thought you were treasure hunters. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I came and talked to you.
How short is he?
He's like 5'2".
5'2". Can I just decide to ignore him, but then rather than, do you know like when someone walks and they like hit your shoulder? Rather than do that, can I just step over him and just have my groin piece?
How tall are you?
I don't know.
Are you wanting to teabag?
I don't think
This is
he's
what I'm
that.
wondering.
He's not like halfling gnome size.
Yeah,
So I don't think it's that
You can
short.
try and leapfrog over
you
him.
can leapfrog over
I
it.
don't think I have a height here. Like, that's
I think what Goliath's like 7 foot.
We're between 7 and 8 probably.
7 and 8. Yeah, I don't think he's that short.
no.
Like, if you were gonna just directly walk, you're probably going to hit his belly or something like that.
In that case,
You say he's like 5'3", I'm like 5'6", so we're roughly-ish same height.
So yeah, you could leapfrog him quite easily.
It doesn't seem like it's very much in my character.
He doesn't go, wee!
I mean, keep a bit
I'll
of
do it,
poetry
I'll do
secret.
it.
Oh god.
So I have to roll athletics. So.
Are you actually going to do it?
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
an athletics. Go on, why not?
Wow.
Mid-conversation, I just...
Oh, actually, it's going to be a higher DC than you think, because it has a giant trumpet on the back of his horn
So
trumpet.
not only have to leapfrog, you have to do the split before you're up.
Yeah, you're not just leaping over him, you're leaping over a big trumpet that actually probably adds another foot above his
That's
head.
probably about eye level at least, yeah.
Yeah.
I got faith in you.
Right, okay, which one do I have to roll?
D20 plus your athletics.
Right. I think I've got quite good athletics, actually.
Shit.
8 is my athletics. 13.
I love you using a sandwich.
Yeah.
That's a dice tray.
For you, Kit,
Uh-huh.
you have been in awe of this instrument. And there is a moment of pure happiness. Not intentionally, obviously, but you get to hear it for the first time. As this Goliath tries to leap over this human.
Does he let wind into it?
And let's put it this way. Your balls do hit him. Your first original intention does happen. And your balls hit him in the back of the head, but you do not clear the trumpet. And because you suddenly wind him, the air goes out of his body as he accidentally puts his mouth around the trumpet. And you hear,
You accidentally teabagged him.
as you both collapse to the floor.
Yo, I'm gonna play him like a bagpipe.
I just went down.
Fucking hell.
Oh my god. How far has the other group gotten now? Because I guess we've stopped to deal with this.
They have stopped. They're a little bit away now, and they're just stopping, just casually looking back, but they're having a conversation. They see you're talking to someone from this distance.
You can join us to the town.
Oh, wonderful. So, you're not treasure hunters?
What makes us look like treasure hunters?
Well, look, you're either going towards the capital to go and investigate this area in Cortana Hills. There's loads of treasure hunters going there right now. Or you're going for the games. Now, you don't look particularly like you're going to compete, so...
Is that the
Yeah.
area that we heard that Mercutio was...
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the area that it was in.
Sorry, just...
Yeah, I was going to confirm that as well.
Yeah, so Cortana Hill. Yeah, well, Cortana Hills, you know, apparently someone's discovered like a place in there, like I don't know, an underground city or something like that, and so the treasure hunters have been going there to raid it. However, I thought you were getting there before the rest turn up, because there's going to be not much time, I guess.
So did you hope that we were treasure hunters, and why?
Guess to hire us.
Well, I don't know about hiring. I was going to be like, I'll join you for the treasure hunting and we could split the loot.
When you say split the loot.
Why are you looking at me like that?
In which way?
Well, 6 ways. I only get 1/6. That's not that bad, is it?
Why not go for it on your own?
That way you can get all of it.
I mean, that's a good point, but I'm going to assume it's going to be dangerous. It's also near the area Duke Francis got killed, so I'm thinking there's something around that area that shouldn't be around that area, and I'd rather not do it alone.
Weird, that's not what I heard. I thought it was quite pleasant there. Oddly peaceful.
Roll a persuasion. You do not like this guy, do you?
He was invisible, snuck up on us out of nowhere.
By mistake.
I
People
don't-
make mistakes.
No.
He was mistakenly invisible.
Yeah, not in my job.
Not my job.
Yeah. Persuasion or deception?
Persuasion.
Even though I said
A
it's
choice.
peaceful, when I said
Choose.
it, I know. Obviously, I know the context that it's not peaceful.
Alright, deception then. Let's go deception.
Yeah. I mean, my deception is lower, but it makes
You
it,
fought for the worst role!
it makes more sense
does make
thematically.
It makes more sense, yeah, that's fine.
My deception. So 19.
Stop it.
Well, that's interesting. That goes against all the other knowledge I've been given.
You've obviously got wrong information.
Maybe. Well, I'm going to go to Norwich anyway first. There's a few people I need to talk to. I'm probably going to... If you're not interested, I'll probably get some other people to help me go there
Okay. Hold on.
Well, okay then. I know when I'm not wanted. You've been lovely, by the way.
Okay, bye.
And you've been okay.
I, as he's
What
going,
do you
reach out to sort of put my hand on his shoulder, and I will just cast guidance, just to be nice.
Hope the invisibility thing works for you.
I was like, and
No, you didn't actually ask his name at all. But then he didn't ask yours, so.
I assume.
Travel safe.
Yeah, I was going to say, but before he runs off though, I want to run up to him and I want to. Does the horn still work after his little accident?
I mean, do you know what? After he starts walking off, and he just give you a nod and goes,
I was like, travel safe under the blessing of the gods.
don't care about them, but you too. And then just walks off. But you see him, he starts going. Start connecting things as it goes like this, and all you hear is instantly the monarchy guys just turn around and they all just go to their weapons, and then they just see this guy just go. He completely ignores it. He walks in between them all and just.
As he's like far away, I just said, "Moss, hey, 10 gold, we find you dead outside."
Shake on it.
Shake hands on it. Yeah.
And throughout that, I just at random point decided to leapfrog him, collapsed, and then he just went up and went.
I mean,
That's sad.
To be fair, you've gone through a lot. You've failed a lot recently, and I think that you're trying to prove yourself in some kind of
I'm
way.
trying anything I can. Skimming rocks.
Even jumping over someone half your size you struggled with, essentially.
Picking a piece of grass and going, watch this.
It's a real sense of trying to
Just
prove
not
yourself.
really
going on,
I have a lot to prove myself with. Yeah, you expect me to kill this prince now?
No, not the prince.
We're not killing the prince. We're
No, the
killing
prince is the nice one. It's Henrik we want dead.
Oh, Henrik. That's
They do not. They do not
So you
want
wanna
you to
trust
kill
them?
them.
Do not kill the prince!
He probably thinks Henrik is the
He's
prince,
like,
let's be
I
honest.
finally achieved something. War.
I did the thing, guys! And we're all just there, horrified, staring at you like, oh god, he's the reason we're all gonna die.
Well, we're telling his bounty.
Henrik dies.
Yeah.
Just in case.
So you all,
know which one
I
that is.
assume you're continuing towards the capital now, after that interesting
Yes.
encounter.
Yes.
As you start getting there, about 2 more hours of travel. It is starting to get a little bit darker in the afternoon now.
Been here before.
Chances are you have.
I've been through.
You've been
You've been
through,
through.
for sure. You've travelled
travelled around.
a lot, so
I
you'd
imagine
probably have
she's-
gone to the capitals.
She's probably travelled with a bunch of places and not bothered to learn the names of them. And she's kind of going, oh, that looks familiar, I think.
Fair enough. It is a main capital, so pretty much anyone who travels would have come here.
Okay, so
I would imagine
You
my
probably-
I pray.
old family probably would have travelled.
You
with
haven't.
us. I haven't. Okay, cool.
Your old family, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but would I have been with them for an event or anything?
I doubt they would have let you.
Okay.
In that case, I should.
And considering your
let-
background, I doubt.
Okay.
I should know then of like a place
You-
for us to stay for the night.
So you were given a place, if you remember. You were given the Queen Bee Inn.
I don't remember you saying that.
You were suggested to go there. It's a good place for information.
Okay.
But to be fair, most of you who have been there before would know this is the place to go. It is famous for.
Which is probably exactly why I avoided it last time I was in
It's
town.
famous not for its food. It's famous for its drink, its accommodation, its entertainment. But most of all, it's famous for information. So if you want to know something, you go to the Queen Bee Inn. Okay, you've definitely been to this city, by the way, guys. You've had a few contracts from this city before.
I was gonna say they had probably contracts as well. I've probably been there as well.
Absolutely. So as you approach, you see the city of Norwich, the capital of the Republic of East Anglia. From the age of technology, not huge amounts have changed. The old walls have been rebuilt and expanded to enclose the whole city. You can see now the ancient Norman castle sitting on the hill overlooking the city. Already from the distance you can hear a vibrant city, known for its safety and harbouring of other races and religions. Norwich has one of the most diverse cultures in the land. Has a very medieval aesthetic, parts of which existed before the Cataclysm, and was only expanded when the city rebuilt in the New World. The Republic is the one to embrace the New Age the most, whereas the monarchy and the old government still have influences in its cities/towns from the past. The Republic finds functionality most in magic rather than technology. The Republic is ruled by 12 council members, each named after a bird native to the land, and in turn ruled a certain area of the Republic, and was responsible for certain aspects of the government. Now you would all know these government officials, as they're named after birds. You have the owl, the swan, the sparrow, the kingfisher, the harrier, the robin, the skylark, the swallow, the turtle dove, the kestrel, the blue tit, and the canary.
I'm just going by important bird people.
Fair enough.
Important bird people.
Fair
I'm
enough.
just going to listen back to the stream at some point
Yeah,
to
which
take
is
these
also
notes.
fair enough. Me too.
I'm going to do that as
Me
well,
too.
but for now.
So as you do approach the city, it's obvious there was going to be a queue at the gates. There is a large queue going in right now, and there's lots of guards at the front. They're obviously checking people as they come into the city for the games. You've got people from all nationalities, even some from across the channel, from international places.
I just quickly nudge Freya and go, you might want to hide that. Just gesturing to your gun.
And I'm looking at Kit thinking, did they say something about a warrant?
I didn't even think about that. Here?
There's like guards checking
What,
people.
isn't there
coming
one for
in.
you as
Didn't-
well?
Didn't
Yeah.
that creepy dude say something about?
Oh, two of us have warrants.
You
I
get
would believe that would be
highs-
in the monarchy.
Yeah, it'll
anyway.
be. You would know really that would be more. The monarchy doesn't really have jurisdiction in the Republic. So the reality is although the prince said a nice gesture that we're not going to prosecute it, I reckon if
Other
you
people,
try
though.
to do something within the monarchy, it might look bad for the monarchy with the Republic. It's like two countries.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't just, although some countries, we're not going to name politically who that is, do go into other countries and get criminals. Nobody likes that. There's extradition laws and stuff like that, essentially. So, yes, you are wanted technically in the monarchy, and so are you.
Yeah, we can bond over that at some point.
Hurrah!
The two people I thought would be the least wanted bounties are the ones.
Professionals.
It's like my job is doing that, so I'm like,
You guys are
Walking
paid to
around-
do murders, and we're just like,
I'm paid.
wandering cleric and a bard, and we're the ones with the bounties on our
I'm paid
heads.
to kill people
Woo!
taking bounties like this. Oh my god.
Please don't kill me.
The interesting thing is, though, as you do approach the city, you see a large regiment of probably about 10 soldiers in gold armour. You can see them from there. They're in full armour of gold and white, long white capes, and carrying long metal spears, are just on horses charging towards you guys.
Makes sense. Dimanche, they are going to be more on guard with
Do they
what's happened
seem to be-
recently, and if anyone's spoken about an orc in nearby vicinity,
Are they aiming more for us or for the
giant.
or for the people in front of us?
Roll a perception check.
Again, I should be good at these.
Can,
we
can
all
we join?
attempt
If you want, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nat 20 for 27.
Oh, don't even bother.
Are they going for the
18.
monarchy colours?
They are aiming towards, because of the high perception, they are aiming towards the monarchy.
Okay.
You see them, they do kind of slow down as they get towards the monarchy. You can see some conversation happening. And you see Chris, the big crusader, does turn. He slowly walks towards you. And he just says, "My prince sends his regards. If you need him, please report to the castle." That is where he'll be saying. And say you are guests of the prince. I'm sure they'll let you in.
To be fair, we are a bunch of nobodies. I doubt us just saying that will let us through the doors.
He reaches in a pocket and he flips you a coin.
You want me to bribe them now? Flick it back at him.
It hits his eye. Ting! What's on the floor? That coin is a sovereign coin. Only royalty can have it.
Do I look like royalty? If I have that,
I
they'll
reach
think
down,
I
pick
killed
up the
one.
coin, and just give him a nod.
If I'm holding that, they'll think I killed one.
Thank you. I suggest you do the talking more than this one. He's going to get you killed. And he just
He?
turns and walks away.
I'm a woman!
Oh, sorry, yes. So,
3 of us are playing outside of our gender.
Oh, man.
Deal with it, DM.
Oh, God.
Deal with it.
thanks. He just nods. Apologies. and then walks off.
It's not apologies, so was he sorry or not?
He said apologies. Just drop it.
You just hear him muttering, so much anger going on in that group.
One person.
Yeah, one person is the anger. You're calm for once.
That's because last time he got angry, he tried to jump over a trombone.
Yeah, I'm still embarrassed about that, baby.
What about he boned a trombone?
Oh, they all thought you were cool, and now they think you're a loser.
No, Vance, it's okay. We never thought you were cool.
I thought it was quite cool.
As you keep approaching the city, you do.
My first interaction with you was making you smell less bad.
And just start playing a casual little ditty on the guitar as we're walking.
Just playing a casual ditty.
Casual little.
Okay. You don't need a roll performance check for that.
Okay.
We're good because it's just casual play.
It's a little, it's just
There's no stakes.
Just practicing.
Yeah, you're just
testing things out.
As you do approach, you join the queue as always. As you can see on the front gates, there are two main banners. One is a robin, and another is of a canary. Now, for all of you, especially those who have been to Norwich, know two of the main council members have to be in Norwich at all times. And they change each season. This season, it seems the canary and the robin are in charge of Norwich. I assume you're waiting the queue as you slowly go through the monotonous queue system.
No, I push.
Are you pushing?
No, I just push straight through. I go, come with me, guys.
Pretend not to know him.
I do the same.
Roll an intimidation check.
Yeah.
I do the same.
I'm
waiting. I'm not.
Right, let me just find my intimidation. It's right 5. Come on.
I shuffle along behind them and try to keep up with Vance.
Do you use my dice trays for your thing as
Put on a
well?
good face.
Maybe, yeah. I got 11.
You get through a couple of people, so you did move forward a little bit. But then you hit a big group of people who you cannot wade through, and they are not intimidated, but they all just kind of turn and go, what the hell are you doing?
And then I just turn to myself and go, fucking loser.
Oh yeah! If he tries to push it by me, I just go no to the
Can I
back.
just ask, how did he become the comic relief?
Most barbarians are, aren't they?
Cool, and everyone just picks
A halfling, a bard, and the comic relief is the Goliath Barbarian.
You have a bard, you have a ball-tearing halfling, and then that is the comic relief.
Oh, God. In about an hour and a half, you get to the front of the queue. It is a long queue.
I got some of the way,
Yeah, you
guys.
did help a little bit.
I started going through my rations and eating like some dried meat.
As you get to the front, you do hear various people talking in the queue, and you get the reason why this has taken so long is there's some issue with the crows within the town. Now, it is another bird, not to be confused with any council member or republic. The crows are the notorious thieves gang throughout the factions.
Okay, crow's bad.
The Thieves Guild. And there is a high suspicion, somehow, although this is more gossip rumour of the populace, that they are involved with the death of Duke Francis. Or they at least know something.
Because obviously, I guess if I've been through here, have I heard of the crows before? Have I had
Oh,
any dealings
absolutely.
with? Have I had any dealings with
You
them?
would have especially. Getting contracts, I know you're a hitman, and assassins guilds and thieves guilds, a lot of the time they work together.
There's a lot of mingling.
There's a lot of mingling,
Okay.
so you definitely would know. In fact, you probably have some of your own contacts within the crows, within town. You, as a mercenary,
Probably 50-50.
again, maybe not necessarily you've ever worked with them, but you've definitely worked against them.
Okay.
They've definitely tried to steal stuff you're meant to be guarding, for example, if you've got a guard contract or stuff. So you're probably more in the opposite camp than him.
So I might have some good stand.
The reason I
Yeah.
didn't have any gold before joining is because I got robbed by them.
Well, I know for a fact that I was historically involved in the resurrection ritual of a member of the Crows.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have suspicions you know people who are the crows
Okay.
because of your family.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
The tobacco trade may be not the most legitimate business. You know it's not legitimate.
Oh yeah. Fair.
And so you know they probably have dealings.
Yeah.
Yeah, open the windows.
Is that-
Yeah, go for it.
Cheers.
It is a bit
I'm
more.
not able to get up even. You saw me trying earlier.
Yeah, true.
This chair is not
so
designed for
you
me.
definitely know that
Opposite,
there's
that makes
probably
sense.
some involvement. You don't know that.
Quite nice.
But you know the crows well enough that they work for, or they work with your own family.
Okay.
Yeah?
Stand outside.
So as you get to the front, you get to the guards. So you see a very tired, he's had enough. He wants to go home. Probably had enough of his job in general and thinking of quitting, probably in 3 or 4 days. Kind of guy just going, right, state your business, what are you here for?
Is he holding a cup of tea?
Not this time.
Oh,
Not this
he
time.
was my favourite NPC.
We are here for the games.
The games, huh? Okay, fantastic. Are you competing or watching?
Watching.
We can do both.
Well, if you're competing, you need to register at the stadium today. It's the last day of registration. Maybe they might give a leeway tomorrow as well. So head to the stadium probably as soon as possible, because obviously it's getting quite late now. I assume you're new in town. Obviously the main inns are in the centre of town near the castle. But have you got anything to declare that you need to declare coming into this city?
What sort of things would we know that we need to declare?
Any trade goods in general. Obviously, if you're smuggling legal stuff or things that you might think are high contraband, they would expect you to declare it. But let's be honest, who would declare? Because it's illegal stuff. But anything they would consider.
Would Druid tobacco be naughty?
You might just found out about your tobacco, right?
Worst case scenario, it's personal use only.
Exactly. But still.
I guess you don't know, because you don't know much about the other factions, really.
No, I'm just gonna keep straight.
Would I know?
Yes, you definitely would know. The Republic's quite a free, cultured area, so they would actually be okay
Cool,
with
Fantasy Amsterdam.
that. Yes,
It's
fancy
not
Amsterdam.
legal, but they don't give a shit.
Yes. However, the old government, probably the monarchy, not so much.
Okay. I'm just not gonna say
The clans are probably fine with it as well, because they have their own homes. They're more like deep LSD kind of herbs. But you know.
Freya is going to gesture at the golden head and say, "This is fake, by the way."
he kind of like, he's got like the board, clipping board, and he just looks up and goes, cool. Anyway.
Is he okay? You having a bad day?
He's had like a 10-hour shift. It's nearly and he's like doesn't give a shit anymore.
I have had a bad day. Yeah.
Can I kiss him on the forehead?
We restrain the barbarian, please.
Should not have taken a sip.
Probably, I don't even know, a persuasion check?
Oddly enough, I
No,
thought
just a general charisma check.
Oddly enough, I thought that would be absolutely terrifying. A
I'm
big,
trying to use intimidation. For this.
intimidating
No.
guy.
The way you've been
going up to
rolling
Graham.
as well,
You said it so nicely, this isn't an intimidation thing. He may be intimidated as you come close to him, but
+2. 7.
Use the dice tray.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
as he sees you looming over him and you're like hurting your lips towards him, he's like, whoa! I don't know where the fuck you're from, mate, but that is not a custom of this city. Please do not do that in this town. You will get stabbed.
I think he likes him.
I just pat him on the leg and I'm like, he's over friendly.
Clearly. Just look out for him. I mean, people will stab for less in this city.
I would like to just, as I'm going
Oh,
past, just place my hand on his arm and just say, "Blessings of the gods be with you," and I'm also going to give him guidance.
He's giving guidance to strangers like
Yes!
willy-nilly.
He waves you through, but as you place your hand on him and put guidance, you hear a little...
I just see this as being like just a nice gesture to be like,
Look what you've done,
you just
you
feel a
native
small
craft.
amount of like divine warmth as it happens,
For
and
all
it's just
those
a
who
nice
worked in
comforting
retail,
moment.
It feels
for all
like a
those who
warm-
have worked in
warm
hospitality,
embrace.
they know what this man is going through, right?
For all those who
Give
have
him a
worked
big
at Hamleys, this is like when Bruce comes and gives you a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
This moment of warmth just was too much for him to bear. But he's been in this sorting out this queue for hours on end with not everyone hates waiting. So they're all being nasty to him as they come in. And this moment of kindness kind of breaks him down a little bit. And this other guy comes over and goes, "It's alright, Gerald. You can finish early. I'll start early. It's alright. Off you go, mate."
Good job, boys.
Gerard, I'm gonna remember.
Gerald, yeah, right, down.
I'm gonna find
Random
Gerard.
NPCs I just make up on the spot.
Oh yeah, those are the best ones.
Note taking.
Gerard the guard.
The sad guard.
The sad guy.
He's going to be involved in every adventure from now on.
We're adopting
Yeah,
him.
we're going to get him to quit his job and join the party.
We've probably got more in our pockets than he earns in a fucking 10-year period.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah, that's
I'd
true.
love for the sad guard to make small cameos throughout the entire.
As you enter in the city, inside you see the hustle and bustle of the thriving city. Many different races. For some of you, it's quite overwhelming. The noise is full of people shouting. A particular voice draws your attention. A human dressed in the motley of a fool shouts, "The circus is in town! Whilst you wait for the games to begin, why not keep yourself entertained with the delights of Professor Fitzpatrick and his fantastic antics? See a strong man lift impossible weights, a magician use ancient magic. Where else can you see the renowned human cannibal known as the Flea? Come, get your flyers here!"
So far, Freya had been looking absolutely delighted, but hearing the flea human cannibal, she fucking darkened.
I step away.
The sense of atmosphere
I step
around
close to
the
the
The dark character steps away from the halfling.
The what cannonball?
I mean, he's in the distance just
Yeah.
shouting out loud.
I think he
I
said.
basically I climb on your shoulder. I'm like, let's go. I'm trying to steer you in that direction.
I go where the halfling goes.
It's like a ratatouille, yeah?
It's ratatouille.
You see this motley fool just kind of shouting, calling, he's handing out flyers, and this shadow just comes over him.
Does he...
Shadow.
He just looks up and he sees the face of a Goliath looking down at him, and a halfling sitting on his shoulders, also staring.
I thought you were trying to avoid him.
Circus?
Give,
Flyer?
give me a leaflet.
Okay.
Tell me he has to jump to reach
Do you
you.
recognise him?
Do I recognise him?
No,
No,
not
I
at all.
don't, no.
Not at all. Not at all. Although you probably had been to a few circuses on your travels, you obviously know the name of this circus, but he is not recognisable
No.
whatsoever. He says, "Okay, show, 2 nights, time. Here you go."
So, by way of context to you fine party members, the Flea was my stage name. For many, many years, when I was travelling with the circus, I was the Flea Halfling Cannonball. They've stolen my idea. They've stolen my identity and ruined it.
Bastards.
They've bastardized my
I don't
role.
even know what to make of any of this. I'm just like staying away like, I don't like
I
this. This is
am
wrong.
the
This is
Flea.
I
bad.
assume you're saying this quite out loud right
Yeah,
now.
okay.
So the fool is just like, "Okay!"
Maybe-
Starts packing up his shit, and he's just like,
Maybe we should
he's
go
running
watch
down
and
the
see
street.
this new flea embarrass themselves. Or
I
they
feel
can
like I
embarrass
should have.
themselves.
I knew I should have trademarked that title.
Nah, that's what you
Can,
want.
can we find this flea and sabotage your house?
So, according to the leaflet, where is the circus?
The actual circus itself is just outside of town. You've entered by the western gate, so it's on the eastern gate.
So, yeah, Freya the Flea Applewood is literally my title on my character sheet. So, and it's funny because I've also been trying to track down Professor Fitzpatrick and his fantastic antics since I saw them when I was 8 years old. They were what got me into the circus industry, and I've been trying to track them down ever since, just to let them know how much they've changed my life.
How long have you been tracking them down?
About 30 years.
To be fair, that's enough time for someone to. And if with no word, I assume you're dead.
Well, in that case I need to make my presence known. Not that they ever knew me in the first place. But they've stolen my act.
I'm up for this.
Hoorah!
At this point, I assume you're still on the shoulders of the Goliath.
Whoa.
The guy, "Hurrah!"
I'm just down for whatever's about to happen.
You know, he senses violence. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm quite happy with this."
What?
I should have changed the music ages ago. And I didn't even notice. I got too into it.
Whoops.
Let's go for this one now.
Freya the Halfling Cannonball.
The flea.
So,
Very
you have
lovely.
options. You can go straight to the arena now, or you can go to somewhere like the Queen Bee in town, or maybe you want to go check out the circus straight away.
No, you guys need to go get registered.
You are
The
in
circus
town
is
right now.
A couple of days, so it's not even today.
Yeah,
we can
fine.
wait. We
The
can wait on
arena
that.
games are
We have
today,
to
so.
register.
No, I'm thinking the circus is in a couple of
Yes.
days.
Yeah, and I'm going to say, look, I realise we've got much more important stuff on the go right now, but as long as we can catch them before they leave town.
Time for that?
There?
I want to get my story straight. So where are we going?
Where are you heading? Where are you
It's
heading?
quite late,
Well,
so
we,
we're going
I
to go
think
find
we
a
got
game.
to register first, haven't we?
Yeah, I guess if we register, I guess you guys could find rooms.
Hear the Queen Bee
Yeah.
is quite nice.
I'm happy to go and find rooms if you're happy to register.
I thought it was the King's Wasp.
There's been
No.
far too many people around.
It closed down.
I will say
Right,
now,
right.
there may
Oh.
be games you may be interested in. They aren't all fighting ones.
Okay.
Just as an
Yeah, I
FYI.
was going to say, I think if this place is quite crowded, I'm probably staying on the Goliath for now.
Okay.
Staying on the shoulder. So I'm like, I'd
So you're
pick-
above everyone instead.
Yeah.
Of,
If
below.
everyone else is going, there's no way I'm being
Is that
left
the
alone in a
sucking
city.
them up, right?
Legally.
I only say that just so you don't miss out on the game.
Yeah.
Back.
Okay.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I think we should all go. I think we'll stick together. I think right now, considering we've had a few run-ins, I think safety in numbers.
I was about to start walking away from the group and I noticed nobody else is going and I'm just like, I'm sticking with them.
As you start making your way through the cobbled streets, it has been adapted, the city of Norwich, and all the streets are cobbled. To go with that nice old feeling to it. As you start going, you immediately see the stadium. It is the old football stadium of the Canaries of Norwich Football Club, back in old history, shall we say. But it has very been adapted, shall we say. The old stadium of the Canaries has been expanded over the years since the cataclysm. Now an arena for blood sports, the old football stadium, although the shell of its old self looked very different. Huge statues now adorn the outside. You can now clearly see the entrance for participants. As you go in, you see
Another queue.
another queue.
Fuck's sake.
It's a little shorter, obviously. There's not as many people signing up to the games as trying to just get into the city. And you see a clerk. He is slightly armoured. He's got a cup on his table. And he's just calling people forward. Next! It goes as you go across. It gets to you, gets to the front. It goes, come on, forward! Picks up his cup of tea.
Step forward.
Alright. I assume you're here to participate. What are you participating in? We have running games. We have the dueling, which is a one-on-one match. We have the javelin throwing. We have fist fighting. We have archery. And we have the melee free-for-all.
Is there any...
Free-for-all?
Is dueling with weapons or fist fight?
There's fist fighting
Yes,
and
anything.
dueling with weapons.
So dueling would be weapons. Magic as well will be okay. Fist fighting, obviously, just fists.
Would I know what Henrik is most likely going to be taking part in?
Henrik will
Dueling
100%
would
be dueling.
Only the
100%.
dueling?
Are we...
Yeah, only the dueling. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give that one a go. Magic.
We're allowed to... I guess... Would there be a time discrepancy of, like, signing up for multiple games?
You couldn't do them all. Stops,
Just,
takes a sip.
just making sure that...
Yeah.
However, this works better with some kind of cup in my hand, sorry. However, you could do about 2 or 3. We try and arrange it so they don't overlap, but you'll probably be dead if you do them all.
Makes sense.
So, I guess before you sign up to anything, who's your sponsors?
Ben.
Ben who?
Bend over.
He takes a sip of his tea. It's been a long day, and you know what? I'm not gonna get angry. I'm not gonna kill you. Sponsors of the games. You need either one of the factions to sponsor you, or you need a guild or temple to sponsor you.
I quickly exchange a look to you.
I mean,
The Temple of Awan.
There is one in the temple district. Please go there if you need to. We need a
We
piece
have-
of paper and a warrant.
I'm in the corner.
What if we also had a secondary sponsor from the Peacelys?
Well, I don't know if there's any peace lilies in town to authorize it.
That would be me.
Can I see some identification?
Do I have any form of druidy identification?
You've got the letter addressed to you.
What about that coin we got given as well? Isn't that
That's what I was hinting
the
at.
problem is you're not a leading
That's fair enough.
druid. Now, the druids have certain levels of like most guilds, companies, whatever, have a hierarchy system. And I don't think you're one of the main lilies or counted.
Yeah.
You would have a seal or something as a main
Sure.
lily.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, I definitely am not going to be anything high up because I'm
No.
sort of not cut ties with them, but I've just sort of
Yeah,
had
you
to
wouldn't
do
be
them for
high
a few
enough,
years.
I think. Definitely, you would easily probably go to your temple and get authorization.
Sure.
Because I doubt my clan would even have any sponsorship in this act.
There is no doubt
Yeah.
the clans are here,
But then we have to find outside
but I
sponsorship.
think you would be wise enough to know the only clan that will turn up is Rorjak's clan, which is the biggest clan who's trying to unite all the clans.
How far is the temple district? Would I know from where we come
From here, it's probably a good 20 minutes walk. It's actually quite close.
Sure. I will just say to the man then, if the rest of my party wait here and I just take one and head to the temple to get the seal, would we be able to not have to go up a second time?
Do we even need
He looks in his cup of tea.
We can travel a lot faster if it's just me and one other.
Do we need a sponsorship even?
If you're competing, you all need sponsorships.
I could get a group sponsorship for the lot of us, I'm sure.
Okay. Who's staying?
I look around and try and find someone that's light-ish. Morgan is my choice.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Oh, let's get into
Cup of tea?
I just look at
Yeah.
you,
Cup of tea.
Morgan,
Do you have
and
any
I say,
juice?
1 hour horse.
I think. Do you know what? I've been trying to get juice for.
In
like,
my mind, I've been
days.
wondering like what
They
you
say
meant by
there's
this whole
juice,
time,
but
so
I
I'm
never
picturing you're
seem to
summoning
get
a
it.
horse.
I can ask. Apple or orange? Not much choice.
Apple, please.
Apple. Okay.
I just turn to Morgan and say,
Back.
I just give her a nod and say, 1 hour horse.
Just as
Don't
this
know where
guy
you-
turns and he gestures, and it's like, can we have 3 teas and what did you say? Sorry again.
Apple juice, please.
And an apple juice. So
Don't know where
this
you're gonna
guy
get a
says,
horse from,
I'll try
alright.
and get the apple
I
juice.
thought
You
you
know
meant
how it
that.
is. I know. Would you have a cup of tea if there's no apple juice?
Can I have a glass of milk?
I think we could do that. Yes, absolutely.
I grab Morgan's hand and sort of
Pull
slowly
him outside.
lead her outside. And as we get like just outside the door, and there's nobody sort of immediately around, I sort of pull you in towards me as I transform into a horse, and sort of hopefully you end up directly on the back, and use my last wild shape of the day.
This is not what I thought you fucking meant.
Yeah, just as you do, this is such a weird experience for you. The person you knew suddenly is a horse.
Yeah, it's like
What other things have you wild shaped into?
You do
This is my first
it's
wild
not
shape.
like you don't have druids in your own
You can use
land.
wild shapes.
yeah, but they don't normally do this kind
No.
of thing.
No. So this is
Especially
a very
the one
odd
I'm more
experience for you just
familiar
to
with.
accept that you are now riding
horse.
your companion.
Yeah.
Hey! Phrase.
I just take off running towards
Yeah.
the district, towards the temples. You don't even, as you're like lifting your legs up to give the hiya, I'm already off.
Yeah. So as you go, I would like you actually to make a dexterity check. The only reason is you don't have a saddle. And
That's fine.
This is a very, unless you are someone who's trained in unsaddled horse.
Obviously, I'm trying to
don't
not like go
think
too.
so.
No, I know. But this is an odd experience. If you've ever done horse riding, you know, you're normally strapped in to a certain extent.
Dex save, yeah?
Yeah.
22. Natural 20, so.
It's a bit
20
on
then.
at first, but you get into the rhythm of riding your companion.
I hear you leverage up.
You don't even have reins!
You don't have reins, do you?
You're holding on,
You're just
arms
holding
around the
on,
neck,
yeah.
I'd imagine.
Yeah, you're just holding on to the neck.
Slapping the arse as you go.
I'm just thinking this would be a lot faster travel,
Yes,
at least
absolutely.
one way.
You get there very quickly. You are charging. People are diving out the way already just because you're just going for it.
Oh yeah, this is dash action every turn.
Yeah.
Sorry, move, can't control this.
So you do get to the area of temples. Now it used to be what's known in Norwich as the Church of England. They have 2 cathedrals. If you want to know actual Norwich history, Catholic Cathedral, and the Church of England.
How hard do you stop? Like, how hard do you break?
Oh no, I slow down as soon as we reach the
Okay.
temple
The Church of
district.
England
I'm not
Cathedral
flying.
has been greatly expanded. It's also been adapted and changed, so it houses several different religions now. You can, as you go in, you see Greek gods. You see the temples like for Aphrodite, Ares, Apollo, Hades, Hera, Hercules, Hermes, Poseidon. You see Norse temples for yourself, especially Odin, Balder, Baseti, Freya, Saga, Hel, Loki, Thor, and you see the Celtic temples as well. You do see a little bit to the side, some lesser. You see construction work essentially. You see some Egyptian gods starting to be built for their temples as well. Some is some alternatives across history, but obviously you're going to a particular one.
Yes, the Temple of the Dead, Aran's temple.
Aaron's temple.
Just, I guess, quickly on the way, I will look at the Nordic ones and just in my mind, give respect.
I do, by the way, transform back into myself rather than a horse whilst we go, before we go into the temples.
Do you give him warning that you're doing that?
Yes, I sort of
And
look back and sort of just nudge.
Oh yeah.
Turn around,
Oh yeah,
bite the trouser leg and
I've
fling.
never been on a horse.
The horse gets down on its knees and lets you sort of like leans over to let you
It's
slide
the
off.
most awkward dismount anyone's ever seen, and there's a few like people going to worship at temples, and they're all just looking, just like, what the hell is going on there? That's the most trained horse and the most awkward horse rider.
But then
I've
immediately
ever
the
seen.
trained horse starts turning back into a woman.
And there's just gasps essentially.
This is my goddess.
This is my goddess.
I am walking with.
I don't say that out loud.
The cloak is more open than usual, and my Star of Aran is prominently displayed around my neck.
As you head towards your temple, it's pretty obvious which one is yours. There's not many dark temples, shall we say, but
It's less sort of evil and more sort of like
It's not that-
House of the Dead.
it's not that it's evil,
Yes.
but anything that is associated with death, it hasn't got a high worship group, shall we say, not with it, because nobody wants to actually talk about death in most societies and embrace it. So it has a very darker atmosphere, is probably the better way to describe it. As you go inside, you see a water fountain on the inside and a tree growing out of this water fountain. However, it is almost deathly quiet on the inside. Now you know what this means instantly.
There's a service happening.
No. You have to commune with the temple first before someone will come talk to you. And so you know you need to go to the water fountain itself, and you need to bless the water.
Okay.
And you need to do your own service.
I follow you and try to follow your lead
I-
as best as I can.
Sort of guide you over to the fountain. I'm not speaking during this entire process. I sort of just solemnly guide you over, kneel down and gesture for you to do the same next to me, and recite a Celtic prayer to Aran.
As soon as you start reciting this prayer, you yourself see the water start
And
changing colour.
it's a rite of passing.
Yes. You start seeing the water change from a normal, natural, clear colour to just black. And suddenly you hear a whisper in your ear. So what brings you to this temple, child?
Just my.
Do I hear that too? Or?
You are not... You do not worship
This is
the Celtic gods.
no, but the one I'm with is. I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about.
And you hear in your own head, child, I welcome you. We are not opposed to someone who worship Norse gods, as you know. However, it is odd that they are here.
I wished for a companion to join me while I came here, and
She's just like looking around like. The voice is gone.
this one seemed the least offensive.
Yeah, but you haven't done more than enough.
You hear understood, and the voice comes behind you, and you turn around, and there's this woman in a black robe just standing there. Good to see you, sister.
And you. I come with you on strange business this time. I'm in the city. As you may be aware, I have ties not only with this temple, but also with the Peace Lilies. And we have been tasked by a friend of the Lilies to do some digging around some information in the city at the moment. We have found the best way possibly to do this would be potentially by entering into the games themselves, but we need a sponsor, and I hope that the temple that I work with and for would be able to provide us with such a thing.
It is a very odd request for our temple to do such a thing.
I am aware.
And she looks at you, especially for sponsoring people that are not aligned with this temple. He should really go to one of the Norse temples.
She.
Nice, yeah. Okay. She should go to one of the Norse temples.
I just nervously, I'm like, with my hand, I guess it's not like a dirt floor or anything, but so it won't pick up. I'm just nervously drawing a rune for like partnership. Like, to show like, I am here with a friend.
It was me who was talking in your ear, by the way.
Yeah.
I can see he's also very nervous to be in this temple. You guys have screwed me over this
She's
time.
turned into a man.
All playing different genders than you are in real life. It's really
We're
confusing.
going to need to get
Sorry, not sorry.
Pronoun pins.
Yeah.
Pronoun pins for every one of us.
Every session you're going to have a sticker on your chest, essentially, to
Yeah.
help this.
Hi, my name is character name. My pronouns are.
Would be very helpful.
Yeah. It's more like she's nervous because she doesn't know what to do. She's more used to obviously Nordic traditions. She's not too sure how it would relate doing something like that in this space. It doesn't want to be offensive.
I can offer. How many do you need?
There are 5 of us in the group.
And what games are you competing in? All of them.
There will be a number of games, I believe.
I would need to know what games you
Absolutely.
compete
I believe the best for information would be the duel, the free-for-all, the skirmish.
in. I'd like, for this sake.
Yeah, what are people wanting?
Yeah. I
say
guess you
what
guys
games
would have
you
given
wanted
us.
to compete in if you
Well, I
wanted.
was going to say the
Otherwise,
fist
he may
fighting,
put you in a
we have
game
one.
that you did
Yeah,
not
or
want to
running.
compete in.
Valid.
Yeah.
The only one I think was on that list, I thought that was a running one.
Cool.
Did that last time.
Running.
I'm going to do the fist fighting.
And the fist fight.
Oh, and the
Yeah,
fist
he's
fighting.
available.
And possibly the brawl.
So
Oh,
one
okay.
running, one fist
Free
fight.
for all, okay.
Brawl.
Isn't the
That's
free-for-all where it's
scary, don't it?
is the
I'll
free-for-all
make it a
party on
free-for-all,
party?
Huh?
Is the free-for-all party on party?
In theory,
But
it's
we
a
could-
free-for-all.
we could
all
fight
against
Got
all.
it.
Allies will be made, but at the end of it, only one will stand.
The Hunger Games.
Ooh.
Essentially.
Basically.
I'll do the free for all, the fist fighting. I would pick the javelin as well, but I don't think
You don't have a great track record with
Yeah,
throwing at the
no.
moment.
I don't. So I've got nothing to lose. Is that
And
what
the
I'm
dueling
doing?
as well, right?
Maybe the dueling. Well, you said magic's involved in that, right?
Can be.
So someone could easily mess me up.
For, I guess, you know, no, well, you haven't said anything about Henrik, but you would know.
I did ask what he would like to be taking part in. You
You
said
know,
duel.
He
He
said
said
the
duel,
dueling.
but you
Yeah.
would know yourself. He's not a magic user.
Yeah.
Whether you pass that information is different later on. but
Well, nobody would have asked me. I wouldn't have mentioned it, likely.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
But I think maybe the dueling fist fight and the free for all.
I basically announce all of the above.
Yeah.
And you, what did you?
Mine would be dueling and go free for all.
We all need to get in the free for all.
So
I don't want to be in the free for all.
That's the plan.
there is one thing: fist fighting. we have discussed amongst ourselves in the temples that anyone who wants to get basically sponsorship from the temples and wants to do fist fighting has to go to the Temple of Ares for sponsorship. Their temple leader would like to challenge them in a fight before he gives sponsorship.
Oh boy.
How far away is this temple?
It's literally next door to them. It's not far. But obviously they would have to come and get you guys. Only one of you would have to do the fighting, but as a group, one would have to fight the temple leader.
I don't know if there's
So-
time to go back and get us.
And if he does not find you worthy, he will not give you sponsorship.
So it doesn't have to tend to be the person who wants the fist fighting to fight the leader. It's just to get the sponsorship for someone.
Yes,
in
but
the
you're going
group.
to have to fight well to get the sponsorship. If you're not a very good fist fighter,
Wow. It's the only option, really, then, isn't it?
We're not there to make that decision.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm regretting the decision to only take one person.
Yeah.
I should have taken the halfling.
However, I will give you warrants and sponsorships for the others, just not the fist fighting.
I appreciate that, sister.
Will you joining us for service tomorrow?
Absolutely.
And then we write up the paperwork. I will be back.
To be fair, I was going to join them for service regardless whether or not they're sponsoring me.
Oh, okay.
That's just 100% my character would
There
just be
isn't
there in
service
service.
today, it's tomorrow now, so... And she just in a sense, she walks into the darkness of the temple and just disappears.
Probably creeps you out. So normal for me.
A little time passed, it's dead silent where you are. You're
Yeah.
still a little bit weirded out, to
Oh.
be fair.
Sort of
I'm
animate
also
music
not
in the
talking.
background.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess I was all mental.
Not anymore. It wasn't. No, that was mental. But like,
No,
That was all
she
conversation.
talking,
Oh, okay.
But like after
I'd
she
say I'm not
leaves,
changing the
I
music
say
at all,
nothing.
so let's change that music.
I just mind to be.
It's a little passing, about 20 minutes pass, and then she just again appears behind you and goes, I have your paperwork for you. Please take that to the clerk at the arena.
Thank you, sister.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And she walks off.
I turn and leave. See if you follow me.
I wait for a second. Really debating to do. Like in mind, like how can I be respectful? How respectful? Just gets up and leaves.
That was the most respectful thing.
Yeah.
You could have done.
Yeah, that was the correct answer.
Like I'm like, do I do anything? No.
Are you heading back to the arena then?
Yes, I don't get another wild shape today. So if there's anything you'd like to do whilst we're here, please. Now's the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I guess to one of the Nordic ones.
While you're there, I will go back and let the others know what we've done
Yeah.
and pass on the message. I head back.
Yeah.
Cool.
It'll probably take me a while.
Is there any particular North Temple you're going to?
Which one would be the closest related to my patron? Because I never actually gave you a name for that one.
Well, no, that's because there's more to your thing.
Yes, exactly.
So.
I'm making the DM big.
It's hard because the way your thing works, you're thinking it's more ancestors.
Yes, ancestral.
Ancestral. In terms of your clan, they have a high worship of Odin
In
himself.
in that case, I would probably head towards the Odin one then.
Okay. It's quite simple.
Yeah.
Go to Odin's temple, and the strange thing about Odin's temple, there's just a throne essentially sitting in there, and there's brambles growing over the throne, and all you can see is on top of the throne is two ravens sitting there.
Make eye contact with the ravens. And I,
Surprise, NPC.
in her way, she starts again just writing runes. First matching the ones that are on her arms of journey, protection, inheritance I think was one, and I can't remember the other one off the top of my head. But then adds it up with guidance, like one for like guidance on it.
I would like you to roll a religion check for me.
Okay. 4.
No bonuses?
No bonuses.
Wow.
Oh dear.
It's quite usual for gods
Not
not
to
talk
answer.
you and not answer. So it's fine. A raven does. You think you get sign at first because a raven does fly over to you and lands on your shoulder. But all it does is just kind of look at you and just go.
I'm here to participate in the games. But you too.
And then just flies and sits back on the throne. And you see it. You do feel a sense of coldness on you come over the temple.
Okay. Like the coldness as in I'm not wanted? Or...
Your voice was heard, but they
Not
ain't gonna
acknowledged.
Odin isn't gonna answer you.
There.
Honestly, that's about par for the course with gods.
Pretty much. You ain't got time for that shit.
In that case, I guess I'll just walk out.
So, let's just say, for time's sake, you get back to
Yes.
the team.
I explained the situation with the fist fighting
A little
to Freya
discouraged.
specifically.
The clerk who's there, just like, you all got your cups of teas. They did find lovely apple juice for you, and it's
Yay!
actually really refreshing and nice. Yeah. And you guys just, you're actually on your second cup of tea now. There wasn't a second glass of apple juice, though. I'm left getting the one.
That's okay, it's like that big for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good point. That's already good.
They brought you a pint. For you, that's basically the equivalent for me a litre.
And he goes, oh yeah, fist fighting Ares. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to make a suggestion. If you're actually good at fist fighting, whoever you would consider the best at fist fighting should go. It's going to be a hard. He's a dickhead. It's going to be a hard fight.
I immediately look at the halfling.
Look at Vance.
I mean, I'll take it, but so far my track record's been pretty fucking shit.
Oh, I feel he's so dejected, isn't he? This poor Goliath.
I'll do it. I'll happily do it.
More damage than him.
Yeah, should we let the monk do it?
It's up to you guys. I know it's your team.
Vance has definitely got the strength, but I'm better unarmed. What do you
Fair
reckon?
enough, but he takes less damage as well.
True,
But also
Yeah, I am
dodgy
looking-
as fuck.
but I am a bit squishy. I
I'll
don't
go
have a very...
majority rolls on this.
I want to ask
Whatever the
something, but
team
my
thinks
character's
is the
not
best
there.
option.
Actually, both go. There's no reason you both can't go. Decide when you get there. Don't know what you're gonna. You don't even know what this guy looks like.
No. No, Freya wouldn't want to go on her own anyway.
Yeah, sure.
I will guide you back to the temple district, and you still don't get to see this 1 hour horse.
No.
As you obviously, I assume you're all going. You've got your warrants, and he goes. The guy is just like, all right, come on, let me just sign these off. So who's doing? Anyone doing running here?
Yeah, I'm doing running.
Running. All right, let me sign your name back. Okay. Games aren't until 2 days, just so you know. But running is the first event in 2 days, just so you know. All right. All right. Who's doing the dueling?
I would like to partake.
I haven't returned yet, but I'm assuming you'll.
I will
Right, things
pass on
happening.
Morgan's name.
Okay. Now, dueling will be a couple of days events. In fact, there's you'll do once a day for 3 days straight. The idea is the first 2 days will be knocking everyone out, and then there'll be the final duels on the final day. That final duel, you may be very tired. So, there might be a little bit of attrition value in there of try and finish a fight quickly and not lose all your health and get too tired before the next one. Okay? Right, javelin throwing. Anyone doing that? No? Okay. Well, fist fighting. Do you know what? I'll write it up a little bit now because just in case. Saves me doing fucking paperwork later on. Again, a little bit like the dueling, it will be more than one fight. Archery. No one likes the bow? Am I? Cool. And the melee free-for-all. Just 3? Okay. Alright. that is the finale event. As you can imagine, that's going to be very bloody. Everyone just wailing on each other.
Good luck.
Lot of fun, though. Lot of fun. I'll be competing myself, so I'll see you there. Put this tea down. Anyway, well, I guess off we go to the temple. All you have to do, I will be closing in like 2 or 3 hours. Just get here before then. And all I have to do is stamp your paperwork, okay? Once you've come with his token, okay? Do you head towards the temples then?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
We do.
I stop and take a leak first, because long trip.
Where are you taking a leak?
Where's the nearest toilet?
Oh, that's sophistication then. Okay.
As I pull my monocle out.
There are some toilets in the stable.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not a monster.
Half extensions just go on the floor.
I used to yell it. Just
Monster, but you're not a monster.
Yeah, right on top of all the forms.
The party has a different. The party has a clear, different view of what you are at the moment. You're learning. You're developing as an individual. They just don't see it.
We're learning about each other.
Well, you go to the toilet, go for a quick leak, and then as you make your way to the temple, it's quite easy to see the Temple of Ares. There's a giant warrior statue in front of it, and there's fire everywhere.
You see Morgad standing outside while the temple's looking at it, just dejected.
As you collect Morgan right there, you go inside the temple. All you see is a giant sandpit, and you see at the other end of the sandpit this humongous guy wearing just shorts, just sitting cross-legged at the other end in a more meditation pose. But he is ripped to fuck. His muscles are bulging. And he's bald. He looks... She's that bald Street Fighter character, but like big, hench, muscly one.
Oh yeah.
I'm envisioning
I
The
think I know.
Rock.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Alright, let's say,
that's what I'm kind of picturing.
let's say
as
a
well.
really angry-looking version of The Rock,
Cool.
essentially.
And
Yeah,
like a gi and everything.
yeah, literally. And is sitting there and just peacefully, calmly waiting. Silence.
I think you need to enter the ring.
Oh.
Okay. I'm pretty sure he knows we're here, but doesn't care until you enter the ring.
Can we go down together?
Well,
Is there a rule sign anywhere?
He never said anything about you guys having to fight this guy one-on-one.
if we both go down, and he might see that as like a sort of threat that we're not
I mean, he'd
being
probably say
respectful.
something.
Let's find out.
Let's step onto the sandpit.
Stand
Let's
together.
go, yeah. Let's go down together.
As soon as you both, as soon as you,
Fist bump.
I've had a good place
as
to watch.
soon as you both, yeah, it's like temple seats are
Yeah.
all around, so everyone else can grab seats. There's no one else there. As soon as you both put your first foot onto the sand, you hear, do challenge me, do they? And you see his eyes open up, and for all intents and purposes, his eyes are completely white through. You have a feeling, even from this distance, this man may be blind.
If that's how the rules work, our understanding was that we need to fight you to be able to go into the games. Is that right?
You see him stand up, he stretches, he starts cracking muscles. You just hear, even from this distance, you start hearing him cracking muscles. And he holds up his hands, and he holds it in your direction. He holds it in your direction. And he goes, 2 will be fine. Step forward.
Yeah.
Just very good for you. They both enter doing it at the same time. We've gone to find seats.
This is a contest of not just power and strength. I will give you sponsorship if you prove to me why you are fighting. What are you fighting for?
Money!
As soon as you yell that, he just launches himself at you.
Okay.
We're going straight into it, guys. I want you to roll initiative. He's going to straight up attack on you first, though.
No!
I'm pretty sure it sounds like Mr. Krabs. Money!
Wait, you don't speak for both of us?
That's probably really good.
Is it 1d20, yeah?
D20 plus your initiative, yeah?
I got.
You rolled one.
Oh no, Daniel! For those,
Are you going to get your ass kicked by a
it is a
second god?
natural one straight away, beginning of fight. Okay, well done.
You shouldn't base gods in any passion
You
ever.
model, don't you say? Now,
I imagine that you still got his arms in the air, like.
I did not
Fully
imagine
broken
you guys would actually get to this fight today, but here we are. So I am going to quickly improvise a map on this table as I go, whee! As I draw just one big circle on the table. I'd say you're about in the middle right now. Yeah. And you're running right there, and he's on you. Yeah.
We got asked by the Ares chap.
Right.
And you messed it right up for us.
Oh no!
He said, what are you fighting for? And after about 3 seconds, Danny just went, money!
Right.
And then rolled a 1.
For reference, I guess we're all up here.
He's going to attack you, and he hits a natural 20 on his first roll.
Well, Vance is dead.
You're just having the worst
didn't,
time.
Oh my god.
Question, you didn't give them guidance before they went in there, did you?
Before they were going to go in, I would have given them a enhance ability if I could.
You did go toilet, boy.
I was in the toilet while that
Okay,
was
well,
happening.
I'll let it.
I would have cast enhance ability on both of them because I'm going to use a 3rd level spell slot, which I have 1 left
No,
of.
I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. I'm going and fighting fair.
I think it
I'll
still
take
happens.
It doesn't actually say willing here, it just says you touch a creature and they gain the benefit.
Stealth check, does she notice?
You gain 2d6
I
temporary
guess
hit
if they're
points.
technically not willing, it would make them have to roll some kind of save against your spell.
I guess you'd be able to
because
choose
you
if
would
you want
naturally
to.
be able to resist anything, even if it doesn't say it.
Yeah, I think because Freya doesn't know the rules of this, she doesn't want to come across as
Yeah.
like a cheat.
the cheek of it.
You let me talk both of you into fighting at the same time.
Consider this being the gods giving you their blessing as well.
It's up to you. To be fair, if you want to take.
No.
2d6 temporary hit points if you want them.
Do you want to
Yeah.
roll 2d6 then?
And then
Add
they're
it.
just
I
bonus.
just realised that I should.
Let me roll my damage.
Oh well.
2d6.
I could use mine.
Just 1d6 twice.
So 3, and I roll out a second.
Yep.
Second
She
time.
wouldn't have been the right man.
8 in total.
There you go.
As you yell, "Money!" Your hands are up in the air, and you are just so unprepared for this. As you suddenly just get cracked straight into the face with a punch, and have 19 points of damage.
Oh!
It was a critical hit.
So
That's fine.
take 8 of that away already, so 11. So you didn't get the temporary, basically.
So how many? 11.
11, yeah.
I also want you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
This one here?
D20, yeah.
20. Is that 20?
That's good.
18, and then do I add anything
that'll
to
be
that?
your con.
That's definitely a d20 if he's rolling an 18.
So 21?
There is a moment where your whole vision goes and you cannot see and you are dazed as hell, but you manage to shake it off and avoid being stunned for a round. And he will attack you again. That's an 18 to hit.
Yep.
That's 11 damage.
Oh dear.
He steps back.
It's fine. I know his hands hurt.
He steps back, shakes out his hands. That's not the truth now, is it? Why do you fight? And it goes to the next person. What was your initiative, sorry? Actually,
Initiative.
what was your initiative?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So how much is that overall?
Oh, that's
it's
a dirty
20
20.
overall. And yours? Oh, you were 1. Never mind. It's his go again. But he stands back. And he takes a defensive position. And he turns to you. What do you fight for?
At this point, I'm fighting for my friends, and I'm going to try and step between the two of them.
Oh.
Because it would never be your turn. And you step in between. And you see a moment from him and he goes, better. But not fully yet. it's your turn. I assume you're not doing anything except standing in between. You taking a?
I'm going to take a
defensive stance?
prepared action if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
But if he goes to strike either of us, I'm going to deflect it as much as I can. Is that something I can do? I know I can
You
do-
could
I
take
can-
the dodge action, which basically gives disadvantage to his
Basically what
attacks.
it seems like he's doing if he's being defensive.
But that wouldn't necessarily protect Vance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he goes to Vance, it depends. If you're standing in the way, you're technically closer.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
you know. So we're saying, obviously, backed up, and the Halfling is guarding the Goliath. I think that's all your temporary hit points gone instantly, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it already went.
And then some.
Didn't even add my temporary hit points.
Don't worry about
it already
them.
went. Like I did the maths.
We did the
for
maths. You already lost
Yeah.
them, included in the amount that he told.
It's only because I got a crit, though, to be fair.
Yeah, bonus action. If he moves to strike either of us, I'm actually going to strike him back.
Okay. What are you doing?
I want to attack him. Now.
You gonna rage? What are you gonna do?
Oh yeah, I'm going to rage, yeah.
No.
Just yells money again.
Money!
More money.
He just doubles down.
What kind of money? Pounds. Whack.
Yeah, I'm going to rage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to attack him. Yeah, attack him.
So you're gonna run past the Halfling.
Yep. I'm
You
going to leapfrog the
You can
halfling.
probably leapfrog the whole
That
thing.
one's
You
probably
can just
quite
step
easy.
over the
You can
Halfling.
probably just step over. Now you can. As you just
He's like
rush-
2.5 foot tall.
She's technically 4 foot tall, but also I can move through.
4 foot?
I mean,
What's
can't
the-
friendlies just
That's
move
tall
through
for
each other's
halfling.
Yeah,
space?
you can
Four
move
foot.
through each
Four
other's
foot?
space. So
You're 2.5
you kind of,
foot.
you
You
kind
said
of,
small for
you're
halfling.
hurt
Yeah,
already,
you're right.
and
Not here, but here.
you're hurt in the heart
Yeah.
already.
I mean, you've got bloody
But-
eyes.
The words that are coming through to it, like he knows, he's not stupid.
Mhm.
Like he knows there's more to you than anyone else sees already, and that's why he knows you're lying. And so
Pulls out the poetry.
roll to hit him.
Is that 1d20?
D20 plus your attack modifier on your unarmed strike. It's just your strength.
15.
modifier, isn't it?
Which one?
I was gonna say, plus I've
plus
got
5, 20.
halfling nimbleness, which means I can pass through the space of something larger
Were
than
you
me, so
attacking
it'll,
with-
the same will apply.
How are you attacking?
It'd be my fist, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's fist. Yeah.
Yeah. 20?
So yeah, you got 20 there.
20. Roll for damage. No wait,
Do you?
actually.
No, it's just your.
How does the dodge
strength.
modifier work? How does dodge work?
It's
Dodge.
attack. with
Oh,
disadvantage,
attacks are
isn't
made
it?
disadvantage, yeah.
Disadvantage, then you need to roll
Roll
again.
again.
I didn't know if it was AC or something.
12, 17.
As you go in, and you're pretty sure you'll hit this, he just sways to the side. What are you fighting for? Are you attacking again?
I'm going to say, because your mother asked me to. and then I'm going to attack again. 15.
15?
Oh wait,
Again,
again, 2,
roll.
right?
Well, I think that.
Hey!
It's disadvantage,
Andy.
though.
It's a disadvantage, it's
Oh.
not the 20, I'm
Yeah.
afraid. As he dodges you again, he's going to use
At least wasn't a
a
crit there.
point,
Well, I get 25 though, right? One of those have got to hit, right?
but it's your disadvantage,
Yeah.
it's your lowest.
It's the
dice
lowest
roll,
of the
so-
2 rolls.
But was it a 15 after adding anything onto it?
It was 10.
Oh,
They
sorry,
rolled
yeah.
a 20.
He's going to use a point as he dodges you twice to hit you back as a reaction for a 25 to hit.
Do I hit him in that time as well?
You
Well,
can
yes,
see
you
you
let him just do
Yep,
this because
yep, yep.
you said if he attacked, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's 10 points of damage, halved because you're raging to 5, and you get to roll to attack. So as he just goes, dodge you twice, he just palm strikes you straight in the face, in the nose, for damage. As suddenly,
Tiny halfling suddenly comes rocketing up between them, just like yeah, like that. Do I attack? Do I hit once or twice? Because I normally hit twice. As a top
you hit
roll.
twice, don't you? Right?
Yeah.
You're level 5, so you should hit twice,
Yeah.
I think.
So that's a 17.
As you come in with the first strike, he sees you already, just sidesteps.
And less. So no word.
Monks, man.
Oh, yeah.
Deadly sons of bitches. And he uses a point, steps back to disengage, and just goes again. What are you fighting for?
Because your sister asked me to as well.
I'm fighting because my friends are idiots and I'm trying to help them.
We're in the crowd just watching.
Once again, looks at you. Closer, but not it. And now it's your turn.
You're further.
Okay, so I'm going to step forward and I'm going to attack 3 times.
You're at disadvantage.
I'm at disadvantage.
He's still dodging. He's just standing there.
That's the D20, isn't it?
Obviously not participating.
You're obviously
we're
hearing all
glitching,
this.
so
You're hearing all this and observing it.
What's 16 plus
Okay, because
7?
I'm in the crowd, I might yell something.
16
to you.
plus
23.
It depends on what you next
Oh no,
say.
sorry, disadvantage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
disadvantage,
no, that didn't hit.
Dodge action is
Yeah.
horrible. The monks have high AC.
Yeah.
The thing is, they can do it as a bonus action with key, so that's annoying.
Haha, 18 plus 7. And that was a disadvantage.
Oh, is it? Cool. That one hits. As you come in, he dodges the first one, and you just, as he dodged, you kind of did it as a feint, shall we say. The first one was a feint so you could hit him with a connection
I
with
think
the
I
left.
missed with the first 2.
Oh well, fair enough. As you hit with the third one, roll for damage.
Oh, hang on.
You're starting to learn his fighting style.
Yeah. So that's 9 points of damage.
Nice, good. As you connect the final one, he rubs his jaw a little bit. Better. But he's still standing. It's your turn now.
I'm going to swing for him.
As you come rushing in, it's literally like some anime fight. It's like, yeah.
Can you let me know when the top of the round is? Because I might just yell something.
Sure.
How many key points do I get?
19.
You've got 5.
No,
19 is my-
plus
19.
So that'll be 24 for that
Yeah.
one, but from the
So you hit.
Yes.
And it's unless you're a monk, it's 1 plus your strength modifier for damage. So
It's which one?
He's not a monk, is he? He's a
yeah, so it's just 6.
Well, he's raging, so it's +2 actually.
Is that 8?
So this plus 2.
No, it's not. It's not a roll. It's just straight
It's
up.
just damage, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just damage. So you do 8 damage. On
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with unarmed strikes, it's just
yeah,
damage.
I was literally looking that up.
Alright.
I've not really done much monk stuff, and there's a
Quick
lot
thing,
to them.
you're
Yeah.
adding a +5 as your to attack.
1
My
plus
strength?
Yeah.
No, not to the damage. I mean, you're adding
Oh,
5
to hit.
To hit.
To hit,
But
yeah.
would he not have proficiency in fighting? So would he not get his
Is he
proficiency modifier on top
proficient
of that?
though in hand-to-hand combat?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
He is, if it's in his things. It will say if he's proficient in hand-to-hand combat.
Athletics proficiency.
Would it not?
I don't
It
know.
would become. I guess it would
Yeah,
be
because
under
in the
weapon
equipment, it would be in
proficiency.
your equipment on the app you're using. Because on the monk thing it says unarmed striking equipment. Unarmed strike.
No, I don't.
I equipped my fists.
Weapon proficiencies, weapon proficiencies, simple martial weapons.
No, so he's not efficient in it.
Every character's proficient with unarmed strikes.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Looking at the rules.
So it'll be,
Ah, I thought that would just be monks. But
it'll be +2 then to your hit. Whatever.
yeah,
It's fine. We know that now. That's fine. Okay.
Do I get a second
Proficiency
attack
bonus
as
is a
well?
plus
Yeah, you get a
3.
second one.
Okay.
It's a +3.
Yeah, that's disadvantage +3 now.
Okay, well that's 1 plus 6. That's going to be
Is that a nat one?
disadvantage, Yeah.
It has disadvantage. Yeah, fine.
You need new dice.
You both have
It's
connected.
not +5 now, it's +8.
You have both connected a punch to him.
9.
He kind of breathes it in. Still need the correct answer. And then he goes to punch you
At disadvantage.
is it?
at disadvantage.
It's the top of the round, isn't
Got
it?
his cloak.
Ah, yeah, you got that damn cloak. Natural 20 as well, so let's hope.
I don't believe you.
That was a 20. I'll take a picture of it next.
You rolled it again, did you? You love that 20. Oh dear.
The DM's gone quiet and the camera is out.
Dear.
In fact, Cat can even look. Come on.
You need new dice. You need to give him
DM.
more dice.
Roll this good!
DM, borrow the barbarian's
That was
dice.
2 nat 20s back.
In a
then.
row, in a
That
row.
dice.
I'm so happy with myself. I never roll this well.
Well, good for you!
Well, yeah, you
That's
guys-
13 points of damage. I didn't roll too high on the damage. So.
Okay.
His
Jesus Christ.
second punch he's going to hit towards you.
Okay.
Where's the pen?
I mean,
He
that
misses.
one. I don't know
He
where
whiffs
the
the
other
second punch as it.
Oh,
The
there-
10's not going to hit, is it? He whiffs the second punch, and as he goes.
How many points of damage? Sorry.
13.
13, we are actually at the top of the round.
Yeah, I was gonna say I will wait for you to finish this.
Sorry.
first.
He's going to use a point and do flurry of blows against you.
Okay.
Oh, no, missed. That was a 3. I've counted. I took all my luck away.
Oh,
No.
no.
2 and a 3 in a row. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Ah, so as he comes in the second round, he hits a good one across your face, but then you suddenly panic and you're like, you're a big guy, and you're moving quite well for a big guy right now. And he kind of gives a nod. Okay.
Yeah.
End of his turn.
Yeah. Because I can't believe it wasn't the money, but I'm just gonna yell, "You idiot! What did you want the money for?" His mother.
Oh,
God.
I'm trying to help you.
When you say that,
Legendary action,
Are
you
we
know.
watching this right now?
Yeah,
Are we-
us three are.
Yeah, we're watching.
Oh, we
it.
are here. Okay, right. I wasn't sure. Oh,
Which is
that's
why I asked when the talk
When
round
he
is, because I
says
was going to
that-
yell something at him.
right.
I need you to roll a strength check for me.
Which was a D20.
Because we're not in
It's
this.
a D20 plus your strength
participating, but we are
We can
watching.
only watch.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
plus
Yeah.
5.
Basically,
That would be 19.
Useful.
19.
19 in total.
As you stand there, you're pretty sure, and you're being cocky. You know you are. This is how you fight. His hand just goes straight around your neck and lifts you off the ground.
What? You beat 19?
Yes, I
This
did
one?
very much did beat 19. You hide behind your jokes. Tell me the truth.
I'm making fun.
Oh, fucking hell. I want to help, but I don't think anything I could do will help stupid.
That's his turn, so it's your turn, and he's holding Vance up in the air. He has literally lifted this huge Goliath and just lifted him off the
Me with
ground.
no
I'm
support
not
spells.
just in character.
Me with no support spells at least tried something to help you. In a way that doesn't interfere with the fight.
Oh my word, I'm dying for a way. I've been dying for a week for so long.
Cool, you got time.
I'll roll
Okay,
for you.
Alright.
You're basically going to fight. if you
Yes,
don't like
yes,
it.
please.
You're just gonna punch him anyway, I guess.
Yeah.
Go for it. Sorry.
Oh, you're right. Vance, would you shut the fuck up?
Never!
We'll remind you that when he comes back.
That's what changed that.
That's what they're all saying right
What are you
now.
I'm just trying to formulate my words. Apart from shouting, Vance, will you shut the fuck up? I'm fighting for my friends despite the fact that they're fucking idiots!
I think we've already tried that
I
one.
know
yeah.
we did, but
If you
but,
repeat
but
it,
I'm
it'll be-
persistent if
be
nothing
watching.
else. I stay true to my goals.
Your
He
goal is
breathes
to-
for a second,
goal is to
and
help
he just
this
glances your way. You need to teach your friend what he wants.
Working on it.
Do you do anything, or do you just talk?
I'd like to try and kick his legs out from under him.
Go for it. Absolutely.
How do I do that?
We'll roll for attack,
Yeah,
and then we'll debate.
I'm
about
trying
it.
to do like a leg
How
sweep.
far
Yeah.
away are we?
We're
from
like,
this?
I guess where my dice is, like we're like
Uh,
up here in seats, watching.
Freya basically told you to shut the fuck up, and then he went.
I went for
You need
character
to
for
help your. You need to get your friend to understand, and she went. I'm working on it.
Oh, I need to understand.
Yeah.
And now
Don't-
I'm going
don't
to
say what
try
you're
and
thinking.
like,
Whatever you're thinking to say. don't
with
say
my
it.
leg trying to sweep his legs out from under him. So
Roll
he-
an attack then.
I think my legs are only long enough to probably take on one of his feet at a time.
Probably.
So what am I doing?
Roll just attack, just a normal attack.
Since I'm there, so.
It's a lot more harder to do those kind of things. So.
Yeah.
14 plus 7.
My screen. Why is my screen gone? That's not good. Anyway, how much?
14 plus 7.
14 plus
21.
7. As you do come in, roll for damage as well.
Well, that would be another unarmed strike, would you say?
No, just roll for damage because you're still connecting. So you're trying to sweep his legs out, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a.
So if it's normally 1d6 plus 4, do I do that?
Yeah, just roll for normal damage. You're still gonna connect on damage, but I'm rolling to see if it would be something to sweep his legs out.
6 damage.
You do connect very well, and you can see it hit his body, and you see his ankle give a little bit, but he stays standing. he doesn't even look at you. He stays standing. But you hear him just grunt in appreciation. An appreciation grunt, we'll call it.
Can I try again?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got a bruise in the leg.
13 plus 7, 20.
20 hits, damage again.
That is 7 damage.
Damage.
Yeah, are we more than 30 feet away?
Yes, we are definitely more than 30 feet away.
Right.
How far away are we?
We're like where I put my mini.
So 5, 10.
I'm guessing we're in seats in the up
20,
above anyway.
25, 30. If you
So-
come to the edge of the arena, you'll be 30 feet away.
So if we wanted to
But
like
we're within
stand
60 feet.
on the border,
Technically, they're about 30 feet away now.
So I'm definitely
If
they're
they
within
start
60
moving,
comfortably.
yeah, 60,
But
absolutely.
also
That's what I'm
bearing
saying.
in mind that Freya turned down a sort of blessing thing from
yeah.
Amanita because she doesn't want to be fighting dirty.
Fair. That shouldn't matter. Not if I'm going to do something, right?
As you also connect, what was the damage for that final one? Sorry,
So
7?
7. Yeah. Again, his ankle gives, but he redoes his posture, still holding this one off the ground. It is now your turn. You are currently grappled in the air.
I want to punch his arm right there in that.
Yeah, you can roll
That
to attack.
muscle that gives you that.
You just can't move. It's the only thing you can do at the moment.
That's
So you
fine.
can roll
I'm just gonna come straight in, hit him in the armpit. 13.
You just you kind of connect. You hit his muscle, but his muscle's tough, and your hand just bounces off. You're losing strength. You haven't got like the grounding of the floor, and you can feel you're not in the best position right now. Are you doing a second attack?
Yes. 17.
17. Even then, you still connect.
I think his arm class is like 19 or something. It's
I
like
think it's
ridiculous
Really?
high.
Yeah, he hit on a 19. So
Yeah.
18.
He's wearing a gi.
Can I use detect thoughts?
But they're like agile, so they see your movements.
Ooh.
Think Dragon Ball.
I guess you is that touch?
It's like a fight.
No, it's 30 feet. That's why I asked.
Yeah, sure, you can try.
I want to use detect thoughts on him.
Oh, okay.
Well, at the time he
Oh.
says, "What are you fighting for?"
Basically, yeah. Like,
What if it just comes back though, and my brain's going for the poontang? What then?
I think that's more
because it
honest
doesn't
than what you
matter
said.
because I can
So-
probe deeper.
It is what realistically your character is thinking in the moment.
Yeah.
And the surface levels are going to be the insults.
Like if I go,
If
don't
she-
think about cats, you're gonna think about
If
cats.
Kit probes deeper, you're going to start learning real things about you in terms of emotions. Maybe even worried that you're lifting off the. You've not been in a position like this before, you know, or
Well,
you got to think of.
the rate I played this game, I probably have.
Or
to
the
be
fact
fair.
is, you know, you're not exactly been very successful since joining this party, and that will play on you as a character. So you got to think of what's happening to you actually as a character when they start getting deeper into your thoughts. If that
You're
is
fighting to
what
prove
Kit
yourself.
wants to do.
Yeah,
I was gonna
basically.
say, if she's
I want to figure out what the actual fucking answer is.
Can I
Yeah.
And then hopefully,
Everything
I
you're
can.
is just like, what is the
Hopefully, if
answer?
I can, also in theory, technically get you to say it.
Can you not just use it on him and find out what he wants us to say?
He's probably.
He's told you what he wants
Yeah.
you.
Well, he knows what the real answer is.
Yeah.
Can we just say that?
Can I roll an insight?
The correct answer is dependent on the person.
Yeah. I want to roll an insight though on.
I'm
the-
sorry we're getting down to the beans and bones of parts,
This
yeah?
is not my character's strong point.
We can tell.
I will say that. I want to roll an insight on the god Ares, I guess, or
He's not
his,
Ares.
his avatar, or whatever
Yeah.
this person is,
Different.
to see if
He's
he's
just a priest or
not
something.
only just testing these two, but us in the crowd.
Roll an insight.
Because there was
check.
nothing that said we couldn't
Are you doing the spell?
join in
I also
afterwards.
just want to double check. What's your intelligence?
I think it's like 10.
You have to ask.
I mean,
It's-
this is yes. For the purposes of the spell, yes.
It fails.
It's
because
above
of-
the
when I-
amount that matters that you can still read.
It's when I look and I have the best intelligence
Dirty
of the
20.
entire party.
Insight.
Dirty 20.
0.
This
Was it
Nah.
actually zero?
No, no, it's
Zero,
a-
mine says
it's a
weak
10,
zero.
so it's
actually zero.
It's
Yeah.
10 with a
But
modifier
I don't
of
get
zero.
like a feel like
It's 10 with a what?
Modifier of 0.
it would be
right, I
really
see.
Oh,
bad
right. Well,
for
that's
us
what I have.
to join in.
have
if you
to
had an
believe
intelligence
there
of
is
0, you'd
sex
actually be dead.
rules in temples. You would know this
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
And you
So
would
how
know
many-
this is
so
a
it's 10.
ritual battle
Yeah.
that's happening right
So-
now.
Are you
Maybe
sure?
they're not aware of
It's either
it.
10 or 11.
Oh,
However,
11.
you would think
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's-
10 or 11 with the
not
modifier.
Yeah,
kindly
but it's because
on
there's no like
senses.
said rules. It's like I know he's obviously testing these two, but we came in with them, so maybe he's testing us as well. But
So yeah, I want to.
There is nothing in sense that is wrong in D&D, but there is always consequences.
okay,
Let's
that's it
put
then.
it that way. It may be something that's worth trying.
It's up to my interpretation. Go.
It's whether you think you know what he wants, I guess is the
I
question.
know what he wants, but this idiot doesn't.
Are you doing it?
Yes.
Go for it.
I don't know how. What am I doing to do this?
Can I also do something in this moment as well?
I'm trying
This is
yelling
also
at
not
you
1 minute components
to
properties.
say
Ring self, one action.
So you
You
know,
don't
I
need to
think.
make a wisdom saving throw yet.
because I believe
yeah,
you
he
do
does.
want money for a reason.
Well, here's the thing, I think the
But
real.
you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, what do I throw? One.
D20 plus.
D20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, well, that's 0. So. 18.
Fucking hell.
Surprisingly,
That's not your first good roll.
surprisingly,
That's against
you thought
us.
this was going to be easy.
I did.
And as you cast the spell thinking this would be easy, at first you think, I'm not hearing anything because he doesn't think.
Quick, insults.
But then you realise the spell
go.
did not actually work. As he somehow resisted it. Probably because he's in a rage right now,
You
it's just not...
You just hear your father.
yeah, just one word.
Best roll you've done this entire campaign, and it's the one that screws you over.
I would like to shout out, just, well, not even really shout so much as more mumble loudly.
Okay, go for it.
Vance, just tell him something personal about the reason you fight. Please, and with please, I'm also going to cast Healing Word.
I should probably do
Fair,
that
that's
too.
okay.
I'm giving you a Healing Word.
Well, in this, you've done your turn, now you'd have to wait till the next
Yeah.
round.
You regain 7 hit points. With the word please resounding in you.
It is now the top of the round, and he is unfortunately just ignoring you. As he's got this one in his hand, and he just draws his fist, and he's just going to straight up.
Punch you in the face.
With a 19 to hit. Fuck yeah.
Well, why did you ask, Harvey? You know this.
And
It was like last campaign, he just said, yeah, does a 24 hit? Tom, I'm like, no it fucking doesn't, you dick!
and that's 11 points of damage.
The only word
Halved
that's
to
was question
5.
is for me with shield.
However, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
It's a piece of shit. I can't use it on him.
No, I don't want it.
I don't want you failed, I'm guessing.
No, prove it. 5. Yeah.
As he punches you in the face, that feeling of darkness overwhelms you again.
Uh-huh.
He just drops your body as you are now stunned on the floor, and he just looks at you. What are you fighting for? He's stunned now, he can't even speak for a whole round now.
It's probably for the best. I'm trying to think of a way of actually phrasing it so it sounds quite nice. I'm here to stand up for all the people that can't fight for themselves. And in doing so, I'm again going to try and step myself between the two of them. I'm ready in action that if he goes to strike either of us, I'm going to attack back.
Okay. You may leave the arena.
Not without my friend.
He cannot leave until he answers. What is he fighting for?
I feel like this guy will even heal you just to beat you up more, just so you tell the truth.
He either gets knocked out, or he gives me the answer.
Let him stand up first, and then I will leave.
Fine. And he stands back. And he actually disengages, but just naturally.
I give you, as you're sort of coming to, I give you a light kick, and just be like, dude, just try, rub those two little brain cells together to make that spark.
Just casually lifts up his skirt and reaches a hand under. Don't make me do it.
Don't make me.
You will be the latest trophy.
Your balls will be next.
Alright,
There's like
I guess
5 ways of us saying that
As you
exact
get
same
up,
thing.
I slowly get off.
I'm just more blunt about it.
Slowly get off.
I slowly get
Have
up.
you left the arena?
Yes.
Okay.
I brush the dirt off myself. You know, I wipe a little tear from my eye. I go.
It is technically your turn.
I swear to fucking God, I'm going... Dan, I'm going to throw you out of the window if you carry on.
I thought I was bad today.
Enough to drag this out. I think the real core root issue here was me drinking half a bottle of vodka before this very moment.
That is real life. He drank half a bottle of vodka.
Blaming it on the alcohol.
It was a small bottle.
Oh no.
Small bottle.
Alright. But enough to beat the shit out of a player. Great.
Not the character, just the player.
Are you attacking?
Oh, okay. Now, can I give a real answer? Or is it too late
I
for
want
that?
to yell
Already-
something at him.
You can give a real answer.
What's that?
You thought that was your
I
real
mean,
answer.
It's on character.
If you do that, I want to yell something at you.
Daniel, it is your choice if you want to develop your character now or not. This is a learning curve, and
Well, I'm gonna have to if I want to fight in this.
If you want to do the
pissing
fist,
tournament,
You may.
isn't it?
That may be the result. Consequences go both ways.
All right. Look at it. I go. I fight because I couldn't save my friends. I couldn't save my family. I couldn't save many helpless victims. And I fight because I never want to feel helpless again. And I fight because I want to be able to protect those who can't protect themselves. And also,
What was a good
That was
answer?
good.
Good.
And you can imagine like
I
your
feel like
character
it's
is
already
like
too
bedraggled
late.
and beat up and kind of admitting this, and they're just going,
He nods.
"Fuck you."
He looks at you. Better. But not enough.
oh, for
And he, and he rushes you, and he's just going to attack you again.
all right.
when it's my turn.
You idiot.
That's a 19 to hit. That's 9 points of damage, reduced to 4.
What time is it?
Second hit. That's
Once he knocks him out,
18
we'll go.
AC.
Well, it's
Yeah, that is.
we're leaving.
It could be a while.
That's 10 points of damage, reduced to 5. He's now going to use another key point. Flurry blows you. That's 25 to hit.
Yeah.
That's 9 points of damage, reduced to 4.
Yep.
That's another 25 to hit.
Yep.
Swap dice.
And that is 12 points of damage, reduced to 6.
Okay.
He's just gone, "Huh, whack, whack, whack."
Yeah. Still good.
It is now your turn.
No, it's not. It's mine. I want
it's
to
yours.
try again.
Okay, what
I want
are
to
you
try
doing?
again. I still want. I want to.
So that is the best answer
I
I've
guess
got.
I didn't know you guys.
How are you
spell,
looking?
So I want to yell something at him to maybe help
Good.
him.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I'm looking
Because
alright.
obviously she's going to cast a spell. I was going to
I'm
yell.
not sure I believe you.
Sexy.
Just roll low.
You idiot! Do not let your pride blind you. What the do you want?
That is what I want. I haven't got a better answer than that.
To try and help with that.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I want to do it again.
Wisdom saving throw now,
Yeah.
please.
Roll low.
Watch this be a
For
20.
one. Two.
Right,
Okay.
you're in.
I love
Yeah,
that.
you're literally you're in the matrix.
That
No.
worked dramatically so well.
As you get in, what are your basic emotions right now you're feeling?
My basic emotion. I'm pretty pissed off, to be honest, Harley.
It's not me!
Character not
Sorry,
playing.
who's rolling the dice?
Yeah, bet.
Imagine he's probably feeling quite emasculated, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm waiting for him to buy me dinner now that he's fucked me.
I think the alcohol did that, mate.
Yeah.
Is there any information, I guess, as detect thoughts are going in, of actual memories that are flashing in your head right now?
Yes, there are. Burning villages. The smell of barbecued flesh. A little bit of hunger.
I've got
to look at my actual backstory now, I guess. Yeah, I'm seeing a village being burned to the ground by a bunch of guards, warriors, demons. I'm not too sure who they are. They are very young. Didn't quite get a good grasp on them. I watched my friends die, you know? Yeah, that's it.
This is what you're getting right now.
Yeah.
You're getting... Basically, you're seeing him as a child, because that is exactly what he's picturing right now. He's picturing his own village being burnt to the ground.
Right.
And his family being slaughtered.
But it's soundtrack to John Lennon's Imagine.
Brilliant.
And yet you could still hear a little bit of his sarcastic, jokey nature within this deep emotional moment. And you're like, yeah, this is real.
It's it's his shield.
Yeah, cool.
What do you do on your turn?
Can I turn to Kit and say, fucking get in there, find me the answer? I don't know. I could try and give him another answer, I guess. It's not getting any better though. I look to these guys for help. That's
You
what
look at that as
myself.
I think this is a character being pretty genuine.
I look at them.
I don't disagree with you. It's not whether I disagree.
I look for these guys to help. Help me!
Is that what you do? You literally turn around and go,
Yeah, go on, I know.
I jump in.
You jump in?
If he says help me out loud, I'm gonna jump in.
I say it more with my eyes.
Okay, never mind. Fuck you.
I say it more with my eyes.
I say it with my eyes.
A pleading look.
I'm not going to say it out loud. I've got too much pride for
case.
that.
I
say my eyes.
yelled at you, don't
This
get your
giant
pride behind
comes
you.
forward to you and puts his hand out. You see a light building in his hand.
Oh my god, he's got a Hodoken you.
Kiss that.
That's the second
I'm
time
not actually
you've just
opposed
attempted
to drunk Vance just playing. I kiss that.
Do we just buy
Apparently when
half a
Vance
bottle?
is drunk, he like he's a flirtation.
Do we just buy Dan like a half bottle of vodka every single week?
I'd be so down for this. I'd say that
Because this is actually the most in character I've seen. It's just
Can
because
you
he's
make a dexterity saving throw?
Yes, I can.
Your potential is lower than his actual character at the moment.
6, and then whatever my other, probably not, right? 6. What am I looking for? Dexterity. 8.
As this light builds in his hand, he says, "It's enough for my blessing to compete in the games, but you still have a long way to go." And a light shoots out of his hand, dealing 22 points of damage.
Hey!
Not halved. Not halved.
Not
Is
half.
that dealing?
Dealing.
Yeah.
22 points of damage.
Oh, I take 22 points.
Yeah.
What
well,
what
you
damage
went
type is
to
this?
You're unconscious, aren't you? Yeah, he's unconscious.
It's like a holy light. Coming out.
He's barbarian subclass.
Oh, he is, isn't he?
Everything except
He's-
psychic.
He's still at 7 hit points, he's going down.
Oh, okay, fine. 11 then. He is, yeah, you're right. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, I'm still down.
I'm immediately over to him and I cast Spare the Dying.
Yeah.
You're stable.
I shit myself.
Probably true, to be fair. Right.
I...
Oh my god.
In that moment, he bows to you. He bows to your body on the floor. He raises his hand, and out of nowhere, some people come forward and they start helping you and tending to you.
Oh, I've already casting Cure Wounds at this
I was
point.
gonna say, yeah, I guess we were gonna...
However, they will basically, with his cure wounds and them healing you, bring you back to half health. Yeah,
Hey.
for this, we'll just say. Just to make it easier. And we'll then look it back to you and go, "You have my blessing," and just hand you a token.
Okay.
I thought my character's being so much proud.
And he goes, he turns to you now, you're coming to. Come and see me and challenge me again.
Ah, damn it.
You may learn something.
Come on, big guy.
And he goes, sits back down. He does look a little bit bruised. It's not like you guys weren't doing anything.
I did damage to his ankles.
Hey, it's
He's
got,
got
it's
slight-
got like the tiniest
Limp.
limp. And he goes and sits down.
Come on, big guy, I'll buy you a drink. You obviously need this.
I think he needs more than a drink.
And I think that's where we're end tonight's session.
Hey!
That was good.
That was a good one.
That went in places I wasn't expecting.